Touchdown, Canyon Lake! Holy cow!
Winters fakes, pumps, up, and good.
And Anderson gets in on the belly, Pete Rose style. Dad, have you been any prouder?
Shot off. There's Pena on a one-timer.
Oh! Back to Bowers to Volterra. He'll launch a three at the buzzer. He got it! Oh my God! Keep on going. That one is belted deep to left and way gone.
Here comes Coburn for three. Nothing but that.
There goes Bates. Touchdown! Touchdown! And welcome to Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks, coming to you from Canyon Lake, Texas. I want to welcome everybody here across the fruited plains and around the globe, as they say, or used to say anyway. And we welcome the people from East Central to joining us here today on the last non-district game of the schedule for both teams as we come to the second meeting of the two teams in the last 2 years, and both games were a doozy. Thank you for joining us here tonight for our new start time. 7 o'clock will be the new pregame show start time away from the old 6:30. Gives us a little more time, especially when we're traveling, to get everything up and going, and we really appreciated that time today as we're here at home. We had some typical snafus that go on, but we're glad to be here. It is homecoming here tonight at Canyon Lake, and they're going to have a whole laundry list of regalia and festivities and traditions going on. We're going to get that all put out on the air as well, so you can join that. King and Queen will be named tonight with the guards in the court and everything else that goes with it against a formidable foe, but not an unknown foe, and that is East Central Hornets, a team we played last year, and we walked away with a victory, and some say that's the turning point last year of the season. Last year was the team that we played at East Central, walked away on the road with a win. But tonight's a different night and a different year for sure. Beautiful night for football. Getting a little long shadows here. We're going to start at 7:30. Darren's got us going up in here, and LJ is always as colorful. He'll be here today to do his superlative on an athlete and little things we might not know about East Central, and then we'll roll into some stats and facts as we get going during the game, unlike usually we do most of that during the pregame. So Darren, LJ, we're starting here. We got Connor Cummings, Canyon Lake Broadcasting, on the production side with the cameras. She'll be operating the students as well tonight, and it's homecoming, and it is a neon night.
Well, we beat them. We actually went to East Central last year, the first time that I personally been over there. Came away with a win on their homecoming. And so it's turnabout fair play. I guess tonight is homecoming for Canyon Lake, and East Central will come in a 6A school.
Yes.
And one that will certainly be looking to sort of make its mark and will not come in unprepared.
No, they're not, Dan. The other person on our team, as always, everybody comes and knows and love LJ Anderson. LJ, different location, different team, different year.
Yeah, but the same records coming in, Corey. They both come in 1-3 and have had, a learning process getting to this point. Last year, as you mentioned, this was the turning point for the Canyon Lake system, the Canyon Lake season, as they walked through district after this East Central win. A lackluster performance in the first half by Canyon Lake, but it seemed like after that they finally got it going and they just never stopped. So, we talked about last week, the game versus Veterans being a game that we saw a lot of maturity, we saw growth, we saw their ability to hang in with a very tough opponent. This East Central team is going to be a challenge for them tonight as they've got a lot of speed. So this stands to be another good matchup, but potentially the one that gets them to the roll-through district.
Well said, LJ. And so moving forward to here, we're going to get to the players and teams on each side as we get through the game. So back to the Hawk Roving. What is your title again? I'm always failing with this.
The Hawk Country Reporter.
Hawk Country Reporter. I'm sorry, Hawk Country Reporter. So give us a little quick 411 on what people don't know about East Central.
I try to talk about, the community that they're involved on. East Central is on the southeast portion of San Antonio. It's in an area that is outside of the city, but within its own school district, East Central School District. It actually started in 1951, and the first graduating class had 6 people.
Now, there you go. How many mailboxes?
Yeah, well, probably 6. But
how many lists you're living with your aunt and uncle?
They've since become quite formidable with over 10,000 students in their school district. Now they graduate 800 kids. They give diplomas to per year, and they've really been known. East Central is a winner of the Texas Purple Star, which is a school that is noted for its contribution and welcoming to the military community.
Oh, wow.
So, kind of on the southeast side of San Antonio, very close to where we were in Converse ISD last week, just south of that. They've been very welcoming to the military, and we appreciate that. Notables for notable graduates, and I thought this was fascinating.
All right, take note. Notable graduates.
Yep. Okay. Michael Tudus played for the Colts. Was on the Super Bowl champion Colts.
Oh, wow.
In 2006. Nelissa Smith, who now plays for the Indiana Fever. They have a recent pop singing sensation that graduated. In 2019, Colin Padalecki joined with another gentleman, Forrest Frank, and they became a band called The Surface. And the Surfaces. And they're a pop duo. They go to A&M, and so they're well-renowned. But here is my favorite. Henry Thomas graduated from East Central.
E.T.?
Henry Thomas
Of E.T.
is Elliot in E.T. So
E.T.
he gets Elliot.
There you go.
He was the
Wait
guy.
a minute. That was a guy?
That was a guy.
No way.
Yes,
Yep.
fascinating. Of course, their head coach is started in 2016 as Joe Hubbard. Joe Hubbard played for the University of Texas. His first year in 1996, they went on to win the very first Big 12 title against Nebraska in the famed play roll left.
Left.
But interestingly enough, they also just graduated a young man that is state champion shot putter for 4 years. He now attends the University of Texas, four-time state All-American, and last year's San Antonio Athlete of the Year. For those that don't know East Central very well, there are some people that come there that are proven to be or about to be extremely famous. So,
Well done.
now, East Central is located on the north side of Calaveras Lake. On the south side of Calaveras Lake is Elmendorf, which proved to be one of the most famous moments in Canyon Lake broadcasting history.
Elmendorf.
Not to be confused with Elmendorf Field, located in Anchorage, Alaska, at which Corey Martelli, our very own vet, has been to and seen and
thought we were referencing.
I thought you were talking about Elmendorf Air Force Base last year. Yeah, I know there's an Elmendorf Road, but he was a pilot, or he is a pilot.
Yep.
And I thought maybe he was on a vacation and was trying to draw a – so I don't know.
In the first series,
It's
in
getting
the
rough
second
around
half,
here.
It's hard. It's
brutal.
hard. It's hard around here.
Canyon Lake was penalized several times after coming out 6-3 out of the first half. They started the second session with the ball, and they had a lot of penalties. And I said they are forced in Elmendorf, and history was made right there, folks, on Canyon Lake
Because
Broadcasting.
Elmendorf would be from our place to Elmendorf Air Force Base, Alaska. That'd be
a long way.
thousands. So I thought it was a long ways to go. I'm like, well, yeah, Elmendorf is a long way. Little did I know it was just around the block.
Well,
It was
still
long, but not that long.
Yeah.
That's the
Well, you got it's subjective.
yes.
Subjective. Anyway, so thanks for roasting me. I appreciate it. So good news about Elmendorf. Lots of interesting facts. So we're going to take a quick commercial break here in just a minute. We're going to come back and do a superlative on a Canyon Lake person. And me and Darren don't know. LJ keeps it all week. Buried under his pillow. We'll come back and talk about a student athlete at Canyon Lake High School right after these messages with our sponsors.
Welcome to Mystic Quarry, a modern glamping and RV resort located near the Guadalupe River and Canyon Lake in the heart of the Texas Hill Country. Mystic Quarry Resort is designed for those who camp and those who don't, where camping is a style you get to choose yourself. Whether that's a tiny house, boho teepee, safari lodge, cabin, RV site, or tent site. Though our camping styles may differ, we believe that we're all the same in our love of the earth, water, fire, sun, and the night sky. Mystic Quarry. Seek a higher campground.
When it comes to buying or selling your home or land, Sunrise Realty Group is your team. Kim Gray, Angie Rowe, and Michaela Rios are Sunrise Realty Group with Keller Williams Heritage Hill Country. We have a proven track record of getting results for our clients, and we'd be honored to be your real estate agents. Our mission is to humbly serve our community by being helpful, honest, and hardworking agents who strive to provide the best service in the Canyon Lake area and honor God in all we do. We are Canyon Lake residents, Young Life supporters, and CLHS parents. Go Hawks, go!
Hey, this is Stephanie at Good Life Pharmacy. If you have not had a chance yet, stop on by our pharmacy and come meet our team. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Come check out our website at www.goodlifefarm.com. We also even have an app that you can use on your smartphones to help manage your refills and requests. You can even text us through the app and we can respond quickly to your questions and concerns. Again, stop on by when you get a chance or give us a call at 830-214-2920. Thank you so much and take care.
Hey, this is Corey with Canyon Lake Broadcasting, here to tell you about Homestead Roofing, family owned and operated by Travis Macha, where safety, quality, integrity is still in the game, serving Central Texas, Canyon Lake, and beyond. To get a free estimate, give them a call at 830-515-7862. That's 830-515-7862, or look them up at homesteadroofingcontractors.com. Voted the best by the Herald Zeitung here in Comal County.
Lately, we've all experienced more inside our home, and our homes have experienced more of us. More dishwashing, more clothes washing, and more action figure rescue missions. And after 50 years of rescues, Mr. Reuter Plumbing Service Professionals are equipped to handle anything. We're your neighbor. You can call anytime, and we'll be there, because we've been here all along.
We are Brookshire Brothers, selling groceries and growing communities since 1921. Giving back is how we celebrate. Your family, your town, your future. Come celebrate with us. Brookshire Brothers.
Hey Hawk fans, with Comal County and surrounding areas being amongst the fastest growing areas in the country, you need a realtor you can trust. Call Steve and Chris with Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services. Steve has lived here for over 20 years and is up to date and knowledgeable about the current real estate market here in Hawk Country. From Don Johnson Company located in Canyon Lake, Steve is ready to assist you whether in buying or selling in our local market. If you own real estate and would like a no-obligation market analysis on the current value of your property, give Steve a call at 830-832-0257. Go Hawks!
To Canyon Lake Broadcasting, Voice of the Hawks, coming to you from Canyon Lake, Texas, where it's homecoming night, and the festivities will be very traditional here in Hawk Stadium. We're glad to have y'all back, everybody, and glad that you tuned in. Welcome, buddy, from East Central High School. The Hornets, as LJ had just gone over some things about East Central that most people probably didn't. I certainly didn't at home. A little phone home connection there as we go. Coming forward each night, or each week, LJ picks an unknown student to Canyon Lake Broadcast, and we don't know, but he comes up and tells us a little bit superlative on some student athletes. So we're going to get going right away. Elvis. I called you
left
Elvis.
The building.
Ellis.
I called you Elvis.
My name is Ellis.
Elvis.
And the other booth is Shad Parma.
Yeah. And so anyway, so what's the student athlete spotlight for tonight from Canyon Lake?
Well, you know, this is a person that you probably have not seen, and the reason you have not seen is purposeful, because Maddox Kennedy is Hank the Hawk, and you never see his face because he is always under a headdress as Hank the Hawk. Maddox is also an athlete, plays water polo. But the thing that I've seen him do that he's most credible at is, and I'm just blown away by this kid, is the one-act plays. For 2 years, the Canyon Lake one-act play has gone to state. He is now a state champion in one-act play. This kid is fantastic. Now, not only has he been a cheer mascot for 4 years, he's also been a 4-time All-American. He's won the Spirit Stick in cheer. He also does mascot for the Junior Sheriff Deputy. He volunteers as a service project as a mascot out in the community. He's on the homecoming court tonight, so maybe in the first time in Canyon Lake football history, you'll actually get to see Maddox's face.
Without Hank the Hawk all over him.
Well, that's right. And you know, all while doing all of these things, being involved.
There's a group of choir people who are going to.
He has remained in the top 10% of his class. So, you know, we always try to point out an exceptional Hawk athlete. There's nobody earning a living as a Hawk better than Maddox Kennedy. So our hats off to him as our Hawk superlative of the week.
There you go. His parents are the Kennedys at Canyon Lake High School, and he's down there somewhere without his uniform on. He's down by the cheerleader somewhere, but his parents are the Kennedys at the high school. They run security here. Great people, and you'd like them if you ran into them, but they're glad. We're all glad that they're here somewhere. But we'll get a picture of him in a little while, I'm sure, and we'll get him at halftime for sure again. Great superlative. That is great news. I'm glad a lot of people understand that we span the globe here at Canyon Lake to find the right people. And
We do.
Another good job.
We span the hot globe.
Well, moving forward here tonight, we just about got things underway as the Canyon Lake Hawks come out on the field. It's homecoming night, and it is a packed house. Again, thank you for joining us here tonight. Canyon Lake Broadcasting's 370th show in our 8th years. Darren, I know Darren has lost a lot of hair over that fact. He's over there trying to, get things going, and he can't believe it himself,
I'm usually in shock most nights, so glad we're on the air and have more than one camera shot.
That's
so
right.
I'm excited about that.
There's a lot to say about tape, wires, baling, baling wires, and the ever popular ShamWow and things like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Everything comes together. So moving together tonight, the football teams. Canyon Lake comes in here at 1-3. East Central comes at 1-3. And somebody's going to have to walk out of here 1-4 in the district. Canyon Lake's only win this year so far in the non-district play has been Fredericksburg in a shootout of a match, and it could have gone either way. Canyon Lake came on top, and the other game that Canyon Lake could have won was the last week's game, and that was against Veterans and More. Another shootout, a lot of fumbles, a lot of mistakes on both sides, back and forth all night long, and Canyon Lake just couldn't come out on top on that one. But there was 520 total yards by Canyon Lake, and let me tell you, it was a running fest. Williams was out there. Person that popped on the schedule, popped open last weekend down at Veterans and Memorial was one of the running backs we hadn't talked about, and that Justin Abbott. He came and met his own, and he had over 219 yards rushing. We'll get into a little bit of him tonight. He'll be out there as well. East Central comes in at 1-3. They've had some good games too. LJ, tell us just a little bit about that.
Well, they have. Now, they come in, 1-3, and their first 3 losses were against huge, very powerful, notable San Antonio teams. A loss versus Harlan, 45-20. Lost to Roosevelt, 31-21. Smithson Valley, who's a powerhouse, rolled them at 57-7. But they made their comeback, and they really kind of made a statement game last week versus Del Rio. The thing that I can talk about when you talk about East Central is Joe Hubbard's team comes in here with speed. 7th-year coach. The last couple of years have been a little bit tough for Joe. They were in the playoff chase last year up until right at the last game, and they're looking tonight to try to turn their season also as they head into district. But I'm telling you what, studying this team, the one thing I am super amazed about, they have 12 kids that run under a 5.040, and they have 5 that are 4.5. And they have 2 offensive linemen. They're tackles on either side of the ball, the right tackle and left tackle. Jose Pena, offensive lineman, number 59, number 52, David Almanza, both run a 4.840.
Wow.
Folks, this team is quick, and they will get behind you fast.
Well, let me stop you real quick. I got an alumni out here. I got to get you. We're going to get it back to your deal. We're trying to kind of get things moving along here. We're going to come back to that 4, whatever that is, speed that I don't have, and finish on the East Central. We have an alumni out on the main person carrying the American flag, that is Tommy Jordan. He is a graduate of Canyon Lake High School. He is a captain U.S. Army Reserve, the first person in Canyon Lake history to graduate and go through jump school at Fort Bragg. He's a certified captain in the U.S. Army and know him very well. Darren knows him and his parents very well, and there's a picture of him right there. He's be running out of the Hawk Tunnel, in the Hawk Lane, if you will, and good to see Tommy Jordan out there, man. I haven't seen him personally in a couple of years. Always a great leader amongst his peers, Darren.
Yeah, and a good young man, and obviously put his time in and is in the reserves and really has served his country well. So, we love to spotlight kids like that or young men that have gone. And
there he is, Tommy Jordan out there carrying that American flag, graduate of Canyon Lake High School. Canyon Lake in the mean green turf grinding machine colors at home. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Well, moving on back to East Central real quick, Darren. LJ or Elvis. Is it Elvis or
Elvis, LJ, Barrel
220,
Baker.
221, whatever.
Shad Parma.
Yeah,
we got all kinds of different names.
So back to that 4.45 speed from East Central.
Yeah, they're extremely fast. Now, the offense, it revolves around Isaiah Mackey, their quarterback, number 3. He's 21 for 37. Has a lower completion rate, but everything that he completes is for 17 yards or greater. He has been on fire. He's a dual threat quarterback. Dave Campbell's touted their original quarterback, Austin Vivier, and actually Austin has now moved to one of his primary receivers, one of Mackey's primary receivers, and is just tearing it up as an all-around athlete. He plays wide receiver, quarterback. He plays cornerback. Also a leading tackler. On defense, you're going to have to watch the number 44, Marcus Surla. Marcus Surla is another kid that comes in that is uber fast. He runs a 4.6 40. He is a nose tackle, folks. He comes across
I'm sorry,
the line.
what was it, 4.6 nose tackle?
4.6 nose tackle. This kid can fly, and he is all over the football field. You're also going to have to look at the corners. You're looking for the Anthony Anderson, number 4, and 6, Joe Hubbard. Both of them can fly, and that is going to make it difficult in the passing game because of the speed on pressure and the speed at cornerback and trying to get that man to release. They're going to have to go to a zone, Corey, in order to complete passes. So, that's kind of what you're looking for. Anchored on the offensive line, number 59, Jose Pena, number 52, David Almanza. This is a very fast, very disciplined East Central team that has had trouble with holding on to the football. And so that's the one thing that plagues them. But, honestly, we're looking for a shootout again tonight, is that these teams have a tendency to score points. We've seen 2 games with Canyon Lake that have gone over 90 points.
That we have. Canyon Lake has been able to put the ball in the end zone. They've been able to take advantage of that slot T, keeping their opponent off the field, and the ball control offense that we run here. And the defense, well, it's going to have to show its wares tonight. We'll be in another shootout like Veterans Memorial.
Well, one of the things we saw at Veterans Memorial was a lot of speed out of that team. So it's going to be interesting tonight whether or not they're going to be able to keep up with these burners on East Central. That's going to be probably the tell of the tape.
I couldn't agree more that speed is the key. In the numbers that LJ just went over a while ago, a nose guard running a 4.6. What was it, 4.6?
4.6.
That sounds like trouble. Well, we have the color guard out there by ROTC. The ROTC color guard is run by our own Canyon Lake Broadcasting Command Sergeant Major Michael Noen. And his color guard members running the flags out there tonight will be Gabriel Sweet, Nicholas Minzer, Cheyenne Farley, R.J. Hernandez, and Eden McPherson. Canyon Lake ROTC was run by Major Garcia, and the first sergeant is First Sergeant Medina. That's Mike Medina. I've been out here since day one, 16 years. A heck of a guy, and the addition to Major Garcia 2 years ago has been really a great addition to the ROTC program here at Canyon Lake High School. So those are some of the people that don't get the kudos enough, and I'm glad we got them out there today, and it is a big night for them. They'll be part of the regalia at halftime during the homecoming festivities. Well, moving forward here, we got the Star Spangled Banner National Anthem sang by a cornucopia of different people not just of the choir. They go in all different directions in the choir. You've got ROTC, homecoming, you've got band, you've got cheer, you've got dance. At Canyon Lake, see the guy in the band back down there? So you got a bunch of people who do everything here. If you're a student at Canyon Lake High School, you have an opportunity to get involved in so many things.
You really do, and it's a testament to the well-roundedness of Canyon Lake and how they get people involved in all that they do. But I want y'all to check out that mum. That may be the largest mum I have ever seen.
It's not. There was one bigger.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, that thing comes with a neck brace.
It does. I thought maybe a weight belt was some accessory you could get for it, but the mums over the years have gotten to be ginormous.
Yes, ginormous. There's a lot of effort and energy and money goes into those mums.
Yeah, absolutely. Now here comes the Canyon Lake Choir of assorted different varieties of students from different walks of life and clubs. And here comes the color guard at the goal. So now the national anthem. Well, there you go, LJ. A little bit of talent from every direction here on campus. We welcome everybody joining us tonight, homecoming, especially everybody from East Central who didn't make the drive over. It's a long drive. We've made it before, so we understand as the colors leave the field, we will remain standing here at the stadium. But it's a good point. Good thing you pointed out a while ago that East Central is a large donor to the military family here in Texas and the nation as well.
They are, and you know, if as you would know, if from a military family, you have to move around a lot, and the ability within the school district to be receptive, to get them acclimated, and that's quite a testament to the quality of the school district that East Central has, and we applaud that. Texas Star, the Texas Purple Star is not given out lightly.
No, it is not. And I'm glad you made recognition of that fact as the colors leave the field. Well, here we are. It's Friday Night Light homecoming. Last non-district game of the schedule. Next week, Canyon Lake will be on a bye week. Then we'll roll into Marble Falls, our first away game to Marble Falls in quite some time. And we can get into the district standings and stuff a little bit later tonight. But it's all about the homecoming. So now we got to get things moving here for Canyon Lake.
A couple of things that will be missing from today's broadcast, folks, is it is Friday Night Lights in theory. However, this is Thursday Night Lights, and so we won't be able to give you a lot of scores around the globe because nobody's playing yet.
I'm sorry, folks. I'm so geared for the Friday night thing.
And I am too. I mean, we've kind of misstated pretty much. We get names wrong, we get days wrong. It's all right. We
sorry
all
about
good.
that, folks. I'm sure Evelyn in the other room doing the QA/QC is saying, "Look, tell Martelli it's not Friday."
Yeah. Yeah, hey, I'll let you in on another little tidbit of information before we really get rolling. But Mark Overholzer announced to me today, or let me in on a little secret, that today is head coach, athletic coordinator Charlie Drum's birthday.
Oh, it is Coach Drum's birthday. Well, the cat's out of the bag now.
It is.
It's gone global.
It is gone global.
It is all the way across in Kuala Lumpur right now.
That's right. Fruited Plains.
Can you believe I said Kuala Lumpur?
I can't believe you said it correctly. But
I've been there. That's why. I have a little thing on my thing. It says Kuala Lumpur with the towers.
With all respect,
Yes.
I would have missed that one myself. The captains tonight, number 12 for us, are going to that is Steven Crowder.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Number 9, Tristan Roberts. Number 40, Dylan Wunderlich. And number 75, James Stevens on the Canyon Lake side.
On the far side of the field are the Hornets. Can't see their uniforms. LJ, if you can get that.
And number 1 is going to be their quarterback, and that is
Mackey.
Actually,
No, Mackey's 3.
Vivier.
Sorry
Austin
about that.
Vivier is number 1, their quarterback.
Number
11,
9 will be
Jaden Cardenas.
number 11 going off the field
Number
there.
9 is
And
Caleb Ramos.
number 59.
And number 59 will be Jose Pena, who we talked about in pregame. So the captains, kids that you're expecting to see a lot of tonight from East Central. And they move off the turf. The referees come to the middle to collect their thoughts.
And to realize that it's Thursday night lights.
And Thursday night lights. Yeah,
Darren was supposed to catch that.
I got to be, we're already in trouble at our church. Darren and I are in the band, and we're missing rehearsal. So,
you skipped church band.
we didn't skip. We had
Obligations.
conflicting obligations.
Conflicting obligation. We won out?
Yeah.
I flew in from Palm Springs just to be here this morning.
It's Palm Springs.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, Palm Springs, get this guy over here.
Yeah, that's the way us high rollers work.
Yeah.
Looks like Canyon Lake is going to be on the receiving end this time.
Won the toss, LJ. We talked about that in previous games, how they've changed their motto.
They have. They've changed their MO and want to come out firing. And one of the things that we saw from East Central, this is probably a good move. In the second play against Del Rio, they went for the long shot in the second play and got the ball down, 50, 60 yards right off the bat. So this is probably, Coach Drum, Coach Green thinking, hey, man, this is going to be a shootout. Let's shoot first.
Kicking the ball off will be 49, Bishimu. Bayashmio. Sorry, guys, if I got that wrong. Back deep here, Williams, and 0, and that's going to be Gillian Hell's taking the fair catch down there. We'll get a 25-yard line to start off our drive. Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate everybody. Got a lot of Canyon Lake Broadcasting kids out there on the cameras. They are running the shows, and we got one right next to us making the camera shots for you. One place I want to talk about tonight when we get rolling, we'll come in with different names and stats over the last couple games as we roll into a new pregame venue. But we'll get to some of those names you're used to hearing in the pregame. But Connor Cummings here is doing a wonderful job. She does all the home games, and she couldn't spell football last year. Canyon Lake breaks out. Stevens, your center for the Hawks in their all-green uniforms. Williams in motion. His quick pitch out to the right, trying to find that edge. And it is number 19, Abbott. He'll get across the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 6, not bad on the slot T offense.
No, it's a great start. Pitch out right. And so one of the things that they're going to try to do is stay away from number 44, and they're going to do that trying to come off tackle and moving around. Again, those that watch Canyon Lake play, they're going to line up with a 4-3 or 9 in the box.
Number 7. And that is Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets it down to the 35-yard line, first down Canyon Lake. Now, Rodriguez has had a heck of 3 games.
Yes.
Man, he's had some good games. Couple of key fumble takeaways, couple of big runs, and he has filled in for Garza very well. He'll be out the junior for the foreseeable time, but Rodriguez has come in well. It's 1st and 10 for Canyon Lake. Shotgun. Williams in motion. We'll talk about him a little later as well. Crowder looks right, zings one across and floats the bean in just a little bit ticked off by Vivier. LJ, you talked about him.
Yeah, he's all world. I mean, you see him on both sides, and that time coming up from the safety spot in order to make that breakup. One thing that's interesting is that number 9, one of their lead tacklers, Caleb Ramos, They moved him out to corner, and the reason why they're doing that is they're trying to cover that run edge, as they kind of line up 9 in the box.
Backside trap and penetration, huge by East Central. A man that blew up that play, he is number 44. LJ talked about him as well.
Folks,
Marcus Serta.
We're going to be talking about Serta all night. This guy is fast, and he's fast and he's big. So he's coming from different places. He lines up in the nose tackle. He lines up in the defensive tackle. They move him around to disguise him in order to be able to get him.
I'm not sure how you disguise
upfield.
a man of that size, but anyway. Coming a 3rd down and 14, loss of 4 as Crowder rolls out. He's going to do a backside trip. It's the peanut play, and he just about escaped with it. This ball comes flying out.
It's out.
Who scoop and score? They picked it up. They're going to say he was down, and that was the peanut play, and Abbott had it stripped out of his hands, and the East Central defense just about missed that one, but boy, did they come up big.
Well,
4th down for Canyon Lake. They'll go to punt.
That is a challenge. Again, maybe trickeration is probably one of the things that they're going to have to use tonight.
Back deep to do the punting will be Van Ostall. Who does the kicking for Canyon Lake? Nice end over end. It'll be returned easily by Vivier, number 1, looking for the outside edge. He'll take it, gets to the wall, cuts back, has a lane, and gets all the way down to about the 20 as 2 flags come flying in from the referee. So we'll have to figure out what this is. And usually when that happens, it's usually against the receiving team.
And number 53, Chandler Cross, coming up big on that tackle because Vivier was 1 man away from having his own homecoming as he almost took it to the house.
Vivier, we're talking about him earlier. He was a quarterback for the Hornets, and then Mackey came over. Now Vivier has become the big-time receiver for Mackey out there, number 1. So you see a lot of him tonight, as LJ mentioned on our quick pregame show.
So that's going to be a holding call. Holding call is a spot foul. They'll back it up 10.
So they 1st and 10, and Mackey in the backfield. Shotgun, they'll be there all night, folks. Inside trap and 15. Oh, look who came in. Wunderlich, number 40. Loss of 2 on the play. Now, Wunderlich, we talked about his superlative and the things he does in ag. Also,
yes.
By the way, he's a good linebacker.
He's a doggone good linebacker, and he moves up the turf.
Good to have him back. His dad's one of the superintendents or in charge of secondary education here at Como IC. Brings up 2nd down and 12. Mackey going to be in that shotgun all night long. A lot of RPOs. It's a reverse. They got him looking. It's Vivier. Here comes Williams. Williams cuts the door, and wow, what a play to get away from Williams is.
I hope we have a replay on this because we see he does something that is uncharacteristic. He does a little pause, and then also all of a sudden accelerates. Again, a kid 4.5 speed. He comes to a full stop almost, and then basically goes to 60.
Well, to bring up 3rd down and 3, as our chain crew says over there on the far side. Oh, we got to jump on this side, and that will go against the Hornets. We talk about sometimes at Canyon Lake, it's 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, and this time it's fallen on the Hornets, and they'll push them back 5 yards after a nice gain by the Hornets. You just hate to see that happen. That'll back them up 5 yards in a repeat 3rd down as the referee gets his flag. Umpire, I mean. We thank y'all for joining us here tonight at homecoming. I know, I was going to say against Canyon Lake. Beg my pardon. It'll be 1st and 10 Hornets as the defense encroached.
Yeah, that was a delay of game for some reason is what they called it. I don't understand that. Could have been on substitution or something. I'm not sure.
Mackey looks around, has it, ducks and hides. He's going to take off, and he can. And he is slippery right through the middle, number 3, with the big run, Mackey.
That's the touted dual threat capability of Mackey, and we knew that was going to be a factor tonight. The kid can throw the ball, but he is deadly on his feet.
Yeah, he's just one of those dual threat quarterbacks with all the speed. When he gets running and spreads out, he becomes a threat to run or throw. 2nd down and 3. Mackey looks right, pumps fake, looks in the end zone, has nobody. He's going to get on his feet, cutting through crowds, still has some blocking going by number 59, still pushing the pack down there. And that is Jose Pena.
And Mackey looks right. He looks over at Vivier. Vivier's not moving. He's kind of stationary, and he didn't like where he was on the sticks. Mackey sees a seam and decides to accelerate and does a good job of advancing the ball.
Good replay, Darren. 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the 14-yard line. Make it the 13. Mackey rolls out to the left, looks, zings one across, touchdown. What a spin on the bead to number 13 for the touchdown, Frank Lopez. And that is the quickness of the Hornets, a la Mackey. Looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're keeping some of the people on there. I don't see their kicker. I watched the kicker during the warm-ups, and he was good to about probably 40 yards. But they'll bunch left to the right, quads to the right. Vivier by himself to the left. A lot of times they'll spread it out and just let Mackey run up the middle. They're going to do a little bubble screen. Inside trap, and the extra point for 2 is good. So the Hornets applying the pressure early to Canyon Lake, stopping their first drive and coming back and putting 8 on the board at 7:15 here in the first quarter.
Hubbard makes an interesting play call just then. You'll see this a lot out of East Central. Well, not a lot. You'll see this occasionally out of East Central, but they do this. They'll run that diamond formation. They go open backfield, one man spread out to the left side. They'll run that diamond formation, and basically it resembles a tunnel screen. They're going to kind of flush everybody out, send a guy in a crossing route coming across that diamond as they push those people out and trying to get in behind the linebacker and score. It worked with success. They have had a lot of success on that play. The 7 times I've seen them run that formation against Del Rio, they were successful every time.
Well, we'll have to keep that in mind when it gets a little further in the game, and that's LJ doing his homework. Sometimes we do a little homework around here, but it's a short week out here. Kickoff time at Canyon Lake. Back deep is Gilliam and Williams. In the middle up back, I think, is number 26, Allman. He is taking the place of Varsity. Canyon Lake, I don't know how to say this, but they're more dinged up than a Chevy dealership after a West Texas hailstorm. They got things in parts and pieces and bumps and bruises and dents everywhere on their team. So Canyon Lake definitely going into some of the other guys, giving them an opportunity, and it's a young crew out there tonight. Kicking off the ball, number 49, Baishimo. Floats one out there to Gilliam, and Gilliam's going to have to take this and pick it up and get some movement on there. Backs up inside, has a gap. Gilliam still on his feet across the 30-yard line, and that's just pure athletic ability.
And Gilliam doing a good job. When that ball hits the turf, anything can happen on a kickoff. It's a live ball once it's past 10 yards, and anything can happen. Gilliam able to make an athletic move, find a little hole, and advance to beyond the 30. 5 yards better than you get on a fair catch. Good call.
All right, well, here comes the Hawks. Second drive. 7:07 to go, 8-0. That Outlaw will come on there, so I've got to believe that the East Central Hornets remembered last year very well, and they're going to go for that deuce every time. Dive play, 34 power to Abbott, gets behind his blocker, still on his feet. He'll get an extra yard putting that arm down, and that's a good first play for slot T. 4 yards.
Yeah, first down in the last 2 series have been advantage Canyon Lake as they've been able to advance the ball better than the 4 yards. You're looking for 4 out of the slot T. They've been able to get 2+. Second and short, third and short are good downs for Canyon Lake.
Yeah, Max Granger coming in at number 3. We don't see him that much, but we have seen him a lot lately. Number 25 is trying to earn his wings onto the team, and that's another sophomore, Caden Lewis. That's a junior. I'm sorry.
One of the challenges that you have against a team with speed like this is their ability to read and cover out of the linebacker and out of the safety positions. They've moved a safety up, so they're basically running – look, linebackers, corners, they all look the same at this juncture. They've got an 8-3 defense, which we have seen multiple times, if not every time we have played somebody that has seen our film on slot T.
3rd down and 6. Crowder rolls out, has Huth in the middle. Crowder getting tackled by guess who? The 6'4", what was that? The nose guard, 4'6", Marcus Seda. Wow, big Serta.
Serta is so fast. Not only does he demonstrate speed, his ability to get off a block. This guy is going to be one that you talk about adjustments on, Darren.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're going to have to do something to try to double him or try to somehow chip him with an extra back or somebody. Right at the moment, they've got no way to control him.
No, he bumped off Stevenson, came out there. Huth tried to pick him up, and he made short work of that and took down Crowder. Here comes Van Ostal. He's going to have to get this one away. Nice end over end. It's going to be returnable. And Canyon Lake's right there to get it. Number 19 is on the spot. And number 19, we know him all too well. That's Justin Abbott, your running back.
Again, Canyon Lake doing a good job right there. One of the ways that you can control speed is by numbers. And so plenty of people around the ball and doing a great job of stopping the advance.
Here comes Mackey in the backfield, number 20. I don't have a number on 20. Unless I'm missing something here on the roster. Shotgun formation, twins to the right side as Mackey takes the ball. He'll do an RPO pass. Zings one across the middle, and it's hit. Guess who hit the ball, LJ, for about his third or fourth time in his career?
Michael Anderson.
And he's not 6'6".
No. No, he is not.
That guy, he plays bigger than Herman Munster.
You know, that's a great observation. He does play bigger.
Yeah. It'll be second down and 10. Trips to the right side. Vivier. Mackey's going to look long this time. Lets it zing. Nice tight spirals. Got a man downfield and just out of the range. That's number 81, the intended receiver. I don't have an 81 on our roster. Sorry about that, folks from East Central. We just don't have him. I wish I knew his name, but I do not.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. But, there he is, Joseph Kelly.
Joseph Kelly, I'm sorry.
Joseph Kelly coming in as a backup wide receiver. And just didn't have the legs to get underneath what it was a fantastic pass.
Third down and 10. It says a lot about the offense. They're not afraid to go long. They're pretty sure they can get the first down, and they do right here. Couturier takes a shot at him, still on his feet on the right side. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, East Central. Canyon Lake busting through arm tackles, and it's just hard to get a guy like that with good speed and good balance down the sideline. That's number 14 with the score. Darion Smith-Klein.
Speed and slippery.
Boy, I'm telling you, he had just the smallest of areas along that sideline, and with his athletic ability, just kept going, sideswiped a few arm tackles, and took off. Here's the second time they've done the second point attempt, and it is good. That's the call I had a while ago. I've seen him spread out the offense a little bit and just have Mackey go right up the middle for the 2, and there they go again. So 16-0 here in the first quarter. Canyon Lake behind the 8 ball early at 4:43 to go. But I can promise you one thing. There's not anybody sweating anything down there with the green uniform on.
This is going to be a tough road to hoe for Canyon Lake. The speed of this team has just been deceptive so far, and they're going to have to think about what adjustments they're going to have to make. Number one on offense is they're going to get the ball. They're going to have to figure out how to double up on Serta. He has just been a nightmare so far. But with the ability of a running quarterback to advance and then freeze a safety, and then you bust coverage and you allow that.
It's a tale of two. What do you want to do? Try to get Mackey on the run?
Exactly.
Or is he going to pass it to you, or is he going to put one over your head?
What that tells you is the linebacker play is going to have to be exceptional because they're going to have to come up and protect that run.
Little shot down the field. Van Ostal is going to take this in front of Gilliam. Van Ostal, and he's going to get met right up at about the 22-yard line. And I got to tell you, Gilliam's like, hey, bro, I'm right behind you. Give me that bean. It'll be first and 10 at about the 20. Let's see if we can give him some forward momentum there. 24-yard line, I think that we're going to put it. It was going to be the 25. So, hey, what's a yard between friends?
Well, you're going to have to take advantage of all three phases of the game.
Yep.
And special teams may be the thing that they can get advantage on.
Well, Canyon Lake's going to have to come down here and make a drive out of this here. The first 2 times they didn't get past the 35-yard line. So we'll see what Bill Green's got up his sleeve, the offensive coordinator for Canyon Lake. Little power football right up the middle with Abbott. Now, Abbott will pick up 7 yards on them. That's obviously a good first run for any offense. But last week against Veterans Memorial, Abbott came to life, hitting his holes hard and fast. He was well over 219 yards.
It does, and his running style is good for a defense that's this aggressive. As you know, they can move back into the back and kind of create havoc. If you can get past that, you got a chance.
2nd down and 4 again. There goes Abbott right up the middle. Abbott holding on to that ball, and Abbott, a la what he looked like last year, coming down to the 47-yard line. First down, Canyon Lake. Abbott's the guy who you can't see behind the big uglies up front, and next thing you know, he's already past you.
Stevens does a nice job coming off out of that center position and helping open that hole. Abbott then finds a little crease, and it's a foot race.
In motion, Williams is going to be a jet sweep to the right side. Williams has got just a little bit of room, cuts back outside, and he gets taken down by Vivier. Now, that's good open field tackling by a safety coming across or the corners. They tackle around the legs.
They do, and it does a good job of advancing to the ball, coming from deep threat, but with their speed, they can do that. You know, basically, here's the deal. They're running an 8-man or a 9-man front. Canyon Lake's goal is to get past the first level and get back there where there's only 2 people to defend, and that's where they're going to make their magic.
Well, Williams saw the guy coming out of the corner of his eye and kind of went sideways instead of just putting his nose down trying to get an extra 2 or 3 yards.
Well, Canyon Lake's a little power football there. They'll pick up about 3 yards on 2nd down. When we talk about our chain crew, we'll get to them in a little while, but that's our stalwart crew across there, and we'll get to them in a minute. Brings up 3rd down and 7. But, yeah, you're right, Darren, absolutely. You know, one of the ways to get to this team like we did Veterans Memorial last week is just power football up the middle. Sometimes that's the best remedy.
Sometimes you just have to go north and south and see if you can't get that crease.
Backside, and there's the speed of him, but, hey, he gave it away just in the nick of time. I'll tell you what, man, Crowder had just given that ball away before he got hog wrestled down, but the forward momentum for our Canyon Lake running back got us about 2 yards short of the first. It'll be 4th and 2.
Well, he's able to get to Williams on that backside trap, and he at the point of attack, it was unseen. He wasn't hit until about 6 yards down the field. Nice job on his part.
I'll be honest, I lost it. I lost the ball.
I saw the running back. It was just green. I couldn't tell you who it was.
Well, Williams came back across the motion of the offense.
4th and 2. Canyon Lake rolls the dice, and they're going to get it first down to the 34-yard line. Canyon Lake putting on a little drive, LJ.
Great play by Canyon Lake, and again, attacking north and south and trying to get to that second layer.
And that time he ran with four blockers in front of him in order to get that crease. It was definitely a power formation for them.
In comes Harris Gilliam, 0. He's the junior. Out there with number 7, Rodriguez, split to the side. Williams in motion. Crowder looks down, has a man open. It's going to be Opelt. Opelt takes the ball. He catches it out to 10, and he's wrestled out of bounds by number 9, and that is Ryan Opelta Jr., 1st and goal for Canyon Lake.
3 things right then. Excellent job by the line to give Crowder enough time. Crowder able to recognize that he got behind him.
Backside is going to be to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has a hole. Rodriguez gets across the goal line. No, they're going to say he was just short.
Yeah, he hit the ground a little early and then bounced.
Yeah, you'll see he hits about the 1-yard line as he leans forward but just can't quite stretch to get it across the line.
In comes Wunderlich, extra blocking back. Williams in motion, pushes forward, touchdown. Crowder, quarterback sneak. Canyon Lake gets on the board here with 40 seconds to go in the first.
That's a huge answer for Canyon Lake. I mean, obviously, you take a couple of shots, they easily score twice. That's a big answer for Canyon Lake.
Yeah, and it's the thing that's going to be different about tonight's ball game. Last year, we watched a 6-3 going into halftime, and it was kind of a battle. I mean, the first 4 possessions were 3 and out. This week, it's going to be more of a gunslinger type of fest where they're just going to go at each other. You know, this is the way you got to do it to keep it out of reach. Excellent response by Canyon Lake just then.
Yeah, it was a good response. You talked about it. We talked about it. Sometimes you just have to go forward into the big pile and take away that advantage of speed in between the tackles, LJ and Darren. And that proved fruitful to Canyon Lake here as Canyon Lake goes to the extra point. Van Ostal is good. 7-16, 40 seconds to go here at first.
I like the fact that Canyon Lake sort of got back into their game in that drive. Like they were a little out of sync in the first 2 times they touched the ball. A little off put by the speed of East Central. I thought that time they kind of just returned to the basics and really did what the slot team is designed to do. Just control that ball, get 6-8 yards at a time.
Darren, I agree. Not only did they get back into their game, but they didn't get into their head.
Right.
Sometimes, you know, when somebody attacks you that quickly, the 16-0 turn, it is really kind of hard to refocus.
It is. And I think they've done a nice job. Now we'll see how the defense responds because they're going to need to figure out a way to get a stop here as we get close to the end of the first 40 seconds left here in the quarter.
Well, here's Van Astal getting off the 40. I'm sorry, Strassner, my bad. I'm sorry about that, Mom and Dad. I'm going to get Jeff and Strassner all mad at me out there, but that's number 81. Strassner, our kicker. He is, we said all the time, his dad is one of the APs at Davenport. Mom is a soccer coach here, and he is a sophomore. Back deep with the fast guys, LJ. Nice kick by Strassner, and he'll get it over the 20-yard line. Back pinned deep. See if Canyon Lake can. There goes. That's why you don't kick it to the fast guy. Strassner causing traffic, and I'll tell you what, Strassner was the reason why that guy didn't run all the way down there, and for 6 points, he ran a little traffic.
You know, here's the deal, though. If you're going to keep it away from the fast guy on this East Central team, you're having to kick it to the water boy. They're all fast, every one of them.
Rodriguez on the tackle for Canyon Lake.
And with just a little bit of a seam, they can turn it into something.
I didn't get the number of the blocker on the sideline over there. It looked like Canyon Lake had him hemmed in, and he got a great block, and that freed him down the sideline.
1st and 10 for the Hornets at the 49-yard line. Here comes a little bubble screen out there to number 10. It's complete.
Hold that.
And they're going to bring this one back. Yeah. A huge holding call on number 13. He'll want to not see that in the film on Friday or Saturday, Frank Lopez. So that'll be a spot foul minus 10 yards.
And Lopez kind of holding his hands up in the air and say, wasn't me. But I think we all got to see that one.
Yeah, we got to sit there and replay. And he got a full tackle on number 28.
And this not belittle Lopez. He's a great athlete. He had a heck of a play a while ago, if we all remember. And things happen. So it'll be 1st and 10 again. Since he made a spot foul, it'll look like a net 7, but after the run was over. So it'll be first down and about 16 at the 47. Mackey, the all-dangerous Mackey in the backfield, trips to the right side. A little RPO action up the middle. And here's Wunderlich, number 40 linebacker. Bumping heads.
Carson Reinert's, again, one of my favorite people to talk about on this defense. Coming off the edge. I just love this kid, and that time just getting penetration into the backfield, doing a good job of disrupting.
He is very disruptive. You'll see him tonight, folks, who may be downfield recovering receiver for a tackle or something, but he does play defensive end. Well, folks, we're glad you joined us tonight. Hey, got a lot of giveaways tonight, as usual, even the homecoming. We're going to give you all those festivities as well, so if you're there, and you're from East Central, and you've never played our giveaway game, we've got a plethora of gifts to give away tonight for homecoming. We've got your Who Transport providing the $50 gift cards to the Landry's House of Restaurants. We've got Saltgrass $50 gift cards. We've got the TP Glamping. We've got the Meemaw's Tacos. We've got the Warthog Knife Sharpener. I don't have one. LJ has one, though. A little envy here. And then we've got some other surprise gifts of surprises that if you don't win the big ones, you have a chance to win a very small one.
Quite the veritol of gifts that we have, which would make it a veritol plethora.
Long as it's not with this old guy.
Check out the glamping thing.
The glamping. Oh, look at that.
So nice.
You can win that 2 nights.
I'm telling you, Ruth Escamilla is gunning for this.
She has.
She is gunning.
She got her dining card.
Yep, she
from
does.
youth.
It's going to be the perfect day.
She got to tie it in. Second down and 12 for Mackey. Mackey drops straight back. He's looking way downfield, looking, throws it out to the flats, wide open. And I'll tell you what a nice pitch and catch and run by East Central. That was number 14, Smith Klein. First down, Hornets.
Back in the days of Berman, again, with that little jump stop, and then they're able to move. They
really caught Appelt out there in the flats. Appelt had to make a decision, go to the quarterback or cover the guy in the flats, and he goes to the quarterback as he leans that direction, and Mackey just puts it on his guy.
First and 10, trips to the left side, top of your screen. And Mackey looks at a little bubble screen inside. Cottrell on the tackle down there. And Cottrell is one of the faster athletes on Canyon Lake, if not the fastest. He'll clean up the business over there, and that's Lopez with the reception.
Well, yeah, Cottrell, thank goodness he is out there. Cottrell's speed matches 7 of the people's on East Central.
Mackey again, same play out there. It's going to. You can't stop it, keep playing it. And again, another tackle on the far side is Cottrell. So that's 2 for 2 to Lopez and Cottrell. They know each other very well. That's Eli Hammonds. I'm sorry, folks. First and 10 Hornets as they go in the up-tempo, trying to keep up with them. Trips left again in the slot. Mackey, third time in a row. And I'll tell you what, they'll use that one all the way to pay dirt touchdown. And if you can't stop it, you keep running it if you're a Hornet.
Dance with the one that brung you, and they did it 3 times.
Wow.
Or 4 times in that series. And it was the same play, different people. They run that trips bunch over there on the far side, and each time, now they're going back into the diamond formation as they try into the 2-point.
I believe that's number 18 on the touchdown. I couldn't see the far side, Jake Crosby. This time it's going to be Mackey on the inside, and he's going to – no good. The extra point for 2 is no good. So Canyon Lake keeps another deuce off the field. They allow 6 at the 10:41 mark. 7-22 is your score. Well, folks, like I said, we got a lot of gifts away tonight, but we got a big homecoming festivity. We thank everybody for joining us there tonight. Got a lot of people on the vine. Got a lot of alumni in the stands. One is your son. I saw which one. He was somewhere.
That'd be Chase.
Chase is here. Okay,
Chase was the homecoming king last year.
He has to come back.
And he had to come back. So
okay.
He came straight out of the bullpen and showered up, brought a buddy with him, and now he's going to give away the crown.
I forgot about that. Well, we'll have those festivities and the giveaways at halftime, so don't fret. We've got a whole packed house here tonight, and East Central has traveled very well themselves, and we're glad to have them listening us tonight. Comal ISD is grateful, or we're grateful Comal ISD has have us out here tonight. And our 8th year, and LJ and Darren and I getting it done with some kids the last 3 years, and it's been quite the run, a lot of fun. Well, back deep is Harris, Van Ostall, and Williams kicking the ball off again for the Hornets, number 49. Bishimo. He's got quite the leg on him, just the accuracy as well. So let's see if he gets it down the middle into one of the corners. Little punch kick. Taken by Rodriguez. It hits Rodriguez and comes out of his arm right into the Hornets.
Ball. Number 11 is right there.
And the ball will go over to the Hornets, and Rodriguez hit him right in the chest. And the ball will go over to the Hornets.
Number 11 coming up big. That's Jason Cardenas.
Is there a flag on the play? Because I didn't see it.
There's a flag
on the play
here,
way down at the 40-yard line on the far side.
Now, I don't know what they're going to call.
Offsides on the Hornets.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to be a huge break for Canyon Lake. And Rodriguez having such a good year, number 7 out there. We can talk about him a little later. He's had some fumbles. He's had some takeaways. He's had some big runs and touchdowns. And he's had a heck of a year filling in. And I hate to see that happen to him. But
hey, it's a reprieve.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't happen. Technically, it didn't happen. They crossed the line prior to the kicker making contact with the ball. Therefore, is offsides. The ball did carry him off Rodriguez's pads right into 11's hands, and guess what? It doesn't count.
It's a big reset, they call it. 5-yard penalty for being offside at the 35. They'll do this all over again. Canyon Lake breathing a sigh of relief. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, Voice of the Hawks, coming to you from Canyon Lake High School. As Bishimel will punch this one with all his leg. There you go. That's what he can do. Let's see what Williams can do at the 15. Out to the 25, cuts it back, has a bit of a seam, and they're going to go for that ball. They want that ball back, and Williams hits the ground at the 35. So we'll have good field position to start off this drive. 10:31 to go here in the second quarter.
Speaking of air tools, I don't know how many times or how many different manners of onside kicks that have been tried, but that technically, it looked like they may have been going for that. The offsides came because somebody was, a little antsy to get, into Canyon Lake territory, and you can actually receive it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you kick the ball high, hoping that somebody would be there.
1st and 10, Canyon Lake. 25 getting hit at the line of scrimmage after 3 yards. And number 25 is Caden Lewis. We hadn't talked about him a lot this year. He's come in here and there. We've got Canyon Lake is like I said, we've got more dings than you can put any euphemism there. But we're a very dinged up squad. We just lost Varsity, number 56, the weak side quick linebacker. And they have replacements in there. Almond may be in there tonight. Rand Almond, number 26. But Eli Hammonds has a solid future on Canyon Lake's defense. Number 33, sophomore.
Yeah, East Central making an adjustment here. They've gone to a 5-man front, moving their linebackers down, keeping the middle linebacker in.
Crowder looks down, cuts back, and gets Gilliam Harris. He'll be close to the first down, a little bit short. Number 5 on the defense, and that is Blair. 3rd down and 1.
21 on coverage. Blair coming out of that middle linebacker spot, doing a good job of spy on the quarterback. 21, great job in coverage.
Yeah, Morris.
Yeah, Almond Morris, and, preventing the receiver from getting behind him.
3rd down and 1. Right up the middle is Abbott. Abbott still on his feet, and there's the speed that we've come to know with Abbott. He's just, I just hate to say it, he's not 6 foot something, but when he comes through, he's hiding. You can't see him, and next thing you know, he's on you.
Yeah, and so you can talk about speed, you can talk about quickness. Abbott's talent is his quickness to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely.
You don't have to have 4 or 5 speed in order to be effective. You just have to be quick. If you can get beyond that front line of 9 people,
especially on this offense. Weak side flag on the play as Rodriguez takes the play down. Now, this came from the side judge on the far side of the field is the flag. I didn't see anyone. I didn't see any face masks. It could have been a hold by Canyon Lake. Probably more than likely than not, that was it.
Procedure.
That's going to be procedure on Canyon Lake. So they gained about 4, but they're going to stop and go back 5. And that'll be 1st down and 15 at midfield.
Got a little competition in the glamping call-in arena. As,
uh-oh.
Yeah, Charlie Drum's wife really is.
She did. I saw her.
She's wanting this badly.
She told me. I'm like, well, there was 1,470 text messages last game. In motion, Williams. Crowder looks for a little room. Is going to have to go up in the pocket. Does what he can. Wings one out there, and just about pulling out of his pocket was Rodriguez. And I'll tell you what, Crowder did everything to get that one down the field.
He did, and Rodriguez making an exceptional adjustment to the ball. He realizes that it's short and, scampers back after a short throw. No fault to Crowder. Crowder is under a lot of pressure. He's just trying to get rid of it.
Boy, howdy. 2nd down and 15. Back to the weak side. Fumble! And this time, the Hornets will jump on it. They've let everybody coming on a blitz. Number 64 comes up with the fumble, and they just hit him at the mesh point.
Yeah, that was intended to be a swing pass to Williams. Williams is getting out on the edge, and Crowder unable to get rid of the football and is swamped.
Yeah, Robert Vidalis, number 64, coming up with the pigskin, and that's going to leave great field position with 8:37 to go here in the second. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets, the Canyon Lake 44. That's just good defensive play by the Hornets. They were just all in the backfield. Trips to the left side of your screen. Mackey there. He's going to let this one fly up the middle. Number 20 on the carry. Anderson on the tackle.
We haven't talked about number 20 much because we really haven't seen him with the ball much. However,
we talked to him with Zechariah Jones a little bit.
Zechariah Jones, he came into the game with a little over 300 or a little over 111 yards on the ground.
You usually see Whitley back there, number 29 as well. And there goes Jones again. And they're going to just keep doing the same play. Going to be a gain of about 7. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Well, last time, LJ, they just kept throwing the bubble screen to the left side. Do you think they're just going to keep running Jones up the middle? Uh-oh. They might have. Good recover by Mackey on a mishandled football.
That was going to be the 3rd attempt.
It was.
It was a snap off to the side of Mackey, and he just improvises just then with his feet.
Wish I could improvise for about 3 yards. Impossible.
My big improv is to the refrigerator.
Yeah. Mackey scrambling, looks downfield, has a man right behind the linebackers. It's caught, and the football goes
No, the helmet.
Oh, that's his helmet.
Flying.
That was Lopez.
Yeah.
I'm on Smith-Klein.
Now,
I thought that was a football.
Clean, but vicious hit.
That's why they call it football.
And once your helmet goes off, you have to move to the sideline.
1st and 10 at the Canyon Lake, call it the 14-yard line. Mackey rolls out to the left side, has 3 receivers in the pattern, throws one to the end zone. Touchdown. There is a flag back here at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to wave this one off, folks. Here comes the back judge to the referee. It was a great pass and catch. Personal foul, chop block by the offense, and they'll bring this one back.
Yeah, and that chop block is achieved with a high-low. If you get somebody up high in the pads and then you have somebody go low, they're going to call that every time, and that's exactly what the back judge saw. Right here on that front left side.
That'll be a personal foul, so that's 15, LJ. Am I correct on that?
That is correct.
Chain crew for tonight is our illustrious chain crew. We're going to have to get a shot of those guys over there at some point. They're North Shore United Methodist Church men's group. Jimmy Adams, there he is right there in the middle. He's the crew. Steve Yates on the right. And Howard St. John in the back with the coat on. That was a shot from last year, but they are a bang-up crew. People will tell you that. 1st down and 25. Mackey's going to look downfield. Long has one man downfield. In the basket. You can't put the pickle in the barrel any better than that.
No, and that, again, speed, able to get behind the safety play, and Mackey drops the biscuit in the basket.
15 was on the defense there. That's Tristan Alexander, sophomore. Boy, you're not kidding.
And they go back with the diamond formation. Now, last time they tried to run out of this.
They didn't. Mackey's going to go one-on-one to Vivier, and the extra point is good. Another deuce on the board. That's 30-7 is your score. 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Well, let me tell you, if we had that on replay, that was Mackey putting it right in there between Alexander. And he just –
yeah, it's timing route.
Yeah.
I mean, he was throwing to a spot, and Vivier just had to execute the route and end up where the football was. But it was a clear timing route. And the wide receiver hadn't even turned to the ball when he let the release go.
Well, sitting next to me is Connor Cummings. She's the person there making the camera shots happen. She always wants to get on the air, but we won't let her.
I think she's chastising.
Yeah.
Slightly.
We call her Dark Connor for various reasons. I think she's a Sith Lord in training.
Nah, she's a lovely young lady. We
is she?
appreciate her working the switcher and
you
trying to
sure?
keep our shots going.
Oh.
I get to see Connor's the first person I see every Friday morning, and she greets me. And
She has senioritis.
and because she's on the greeting crew, she gets rewarded a taco tomorrow morning too.
Wait a minute, Connor. You're getting a taco every Friday and you're not bringing me one?
No, she get.
Oh, what kind of program is going on here?
Well, it must be present to win, Martini.
Now I'm a martini. Well done. Jeez.
I thought we'd get them all wrong tonight.
Why not? What's the difference, Elvis?
Shad Parma over on the.
Shad Parma. Yeah,
on the
remember Shad,
mic.
old Shad Parma?
Oh, Shad, he's getting it
Shad.
done over there too. Shad Parma getting it done.
Don't forget his name is Chad. We'll just call him Shad. I think that was during baseball season. Well, anyway, Chad's doing the PA announcements here at the stadium, and he does soccer with Darren and baseball as well with AJ. So we're all multi-talented older men here. When you said Veritol, I thought you were going to slip and say Geritol.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, don't say that one.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because then, that will be talked about for at least 2 or 3 games.
No, I have that in my closet.
Yeah.
But if we,
Anyway. Then you'll say McCuracombe. Then you'll say, Anyway, here comes kickoff. Number 49, Bishimo. He will kick one. Heck of a leg. He drills one down, and it's caught by Abbott at 30-yard line. Abbott runs into one of his men, then runs into a big white jersey over there on the far side. That is number 21, Morse. So Canyon Lake found itself in a little hole. Really impressed with their third drive, driving down the field inside the tackles, and had a one pass there.
Canyon Lake's given a lot to work with. I mean, they have moved the football.
Yes, they have.
It's just been a challenge because they, while getting it, advanced.
Abbott up the middle. Abbott gets behind Wonderly, came in to do a little blocking, and Abbott picks up a nice gain for the first down. They're going to give him about 6, so second down and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Lost my words for a second. While getting it advanced, they just haven't been able to get it into pay dirt.
They haven't, Nate. They really haven't found a way to real sort of successfully slow down this offense at this point.
No, they have not.
In comes Harris. Out comes Stevens, a center. Canyon Lake up. Backside is Williams. Williams avoids a tackle, and they're going to be a face mask on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 flags. Holy cow. So many flags flying down there. I thought it was a Thanksgiving Day parade at Macy's.
It almost looked like a contest to see how many people saw the same thing.
For a minute, I thought it was the Cornhole Championship down there.
That was number 35 that got a little piece of the old face mask. And
It
brought him
wasn't
down with
intentional, but sometimes you can reach out there. You just
Willie Garza.
Yeah, you just grab sometimes, and unfortunately, Mr. Garza put a 15-yard spot. Get Canyon Lake across the field at the 48. A lot of Canyon Lake teachers listening tonight, from what I understand. They're all in competition for many different things. So that's why I came up with a consolation prize tonight.
So how do you win the consolation
I'll
prize?
have to tell you in a minute after this giant play. In comes Abbott. Abbott looks, weaves, and he's going to get about 2. That was just good penetration on east side.
It was, and Abbott uncharacteristically looking for a spot, with that little hesitation. It's a swarming defense. They're able to come up from safety. They come out of linebacker. They're coming out of the cornerback spot. They're just swarming, and as Hornets do.
Second down and 9. That's very good. Swarming Hornets. I caught that. Here we go. Harris in the bottom of your screen. Williams in motion. Crowder's looking out. Got people in his face. And that's the end of that. I hope Crowder gets up, because he looked like he took a dump truck in the grill.
Oh, that was rough. I mean, he got smacked by not one,
there's the replay.
But 3.
We kind of missed the end of that, but he had several hundred pounds of beef that kind of came down on top of him.
And just moving into behind the line of scrimmage at speed, Crowder
That's
just
the Hopper
wasn't
coming
ready
on. I
for
can't
him.
believe he's walking off his own. He knows where he's at. In comes somebody we haven't seen, Ryder Hopper, number 8. And Hopper, the junior, also comes in as defensive end. You talk about I've said this twice already, and I know somebody's probably out there getting tired of it. Canyon Lake has just been devastated by injuries, and missing some key people out there. Astall, top of the screen. Hopper, backside. It's going to be Williams. Williams finds a little window, and he'll get out to almost midfield, call it to 49. Coming up 4th down and about 13, guys. Timeout has been called by the Hornets.
One of the things that is challenging for Canyon Lake right now is the time that Crowder or the quarterback, at this point Hopper, may have in the pocket is less than 2 seconds. And it typically takes about 2.5 to 3 seconds in order to develop a play, especially on a passing route. If you think about times and distances, the receivers have to get out to where they're going. If you don't have something that can manifest itself in less than 2 seconds, it is really tough to stay in that pocket. When they rolled him out, they've had the ability to distribute the ball a little better, but when they back him up in a straight drop back, it has been tough sledding for the Canyon Lake Hawks.
It has. You talked about the speed and size up there. You're talking about nose guards with 4.6 speed and, a dozen guys up there with 4.5. And Canyon Lake is a young team. And just it's not as many as people run. We got a few people can run that, but not a dozen.
Well, no, and you're talking about Serta. Serta has made 2 tackles for losses, and I think that may be his 3rd. But then he's also made 2 tackles 15 yards downfield. The guy's just everywhere.
Well, Canyon Lake will go into punt formation. Van Alstall, peeking for Canyon Lake, he's had a couple of good punts. High kick off the side of his foot, and the only chance it has is to hit somebody from East Central, and it does not. So that is a net, I might say 11, 12 yards. Yeah, 12 yards.
And East Central comes back up. Maybe it benefits that they have not been off, their offense hadn't been off the field very long.
Well, we'll find out. Got a lot of speed.
And this is interesting because we're seeing some new faces on their offense. And
Jay Crosby. He's one of them, LJ. Trips to the bottom of your screen, right side. Mackey's going to go for it all. He's got a man downfield. It's Vivier. Vivier trying to adjust, and if he would have caught that acrobatic catch, that would have been something for the books.
If Vivier has his man beat, and he turns back for the ball while still running, and that's just a difficult catch to make.
Yep.
It was certainly a long throw. Mackey gets it in, gets a lot of air underneath that, and Vivier just tries to turn back into pursuit and catch the ball off his toenails.
2nd down and 10. It's going to be a give up the middle. Huge hole, right side, and 15 will get the 1st down. Still on his feet, shaking tackles. Not a big player at all, but he is Speedy Gonzalez. And a couple of those arm tackles just won't bring him down. That's number 15, Jaden Cruz. 1st down. They're on the hurry-up offense, LJ.
Tackle made by Chandler Cross.
Trip to the right again. Going to be a little bubble screen. Coming up to make the tackle this time. Canyon Lake had seen that play once or twice.
And excellent job on pursuit just then, recognizing it quick out of the safety spot. Ryder Hopper recognizing that.
Cash Zimba as well.
And Cash Zimba and Ryder Hopper coming out of that defensive end position over there in pursuit to make the tackle.
2nd down and 7. Good play by the defense. Canyon Lake will have to kick the ball to East Central to start the 2nd half. Canyon Lake would love to hold him here. Big hole up the middle again. There he goes, 15. Out to the 20, cuts back, still on his feet, and Cotrere, the other athlete that we have, is just as fast. Caught him from behind down at about the 6-yard line.
Probably the only kid on that field that could have caught him like that. That kid is fast, but Cotrere showing his legs, his speed.
There he goes. Good stop by Cotrere. Cotrere in there. It's going to be Mackey looking for a few holes to find it. He's going to make him twist and turn, and had a man open at the beginning of that pattern, but just Canyon Lake closed the door a little bit, but still got ahead 3 or 4 yards on that run.
Yeah, Mackey going back into ad-lib mode, twisting, turning, trying to advance.
Mackey with the carry, tackle by.
It looked like a
Second and goal.
Sears and Roebuck washing machine with the loose screw on the spin cycle. I had one time.
Yeah,
I got rid of it.
Sears and Roebuck doesn't have loose screws. They're kind of like, they're made by Maytag.
I understand that, but mine did.
Have you ever seen that commercial with the Maytag? There's only one Maytag repairman.
I know.
And all he does is make commercials because he never has to show up.
Well, actually, it was a washer at the bottom of the spin cycle. It had worn out.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it had a bad washer on the assembly line. That thing go paka, 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 paka. It would just rattle the whole house.
Normally that's,
Finally, I got mad and I'd shovel it out the back door.
yeah, normally that stuff just left in kids' pockets. Now, kids don't use actual currency anymore. They
have no idea what a $10 bill looks like.
That's right. So they zap everything. But, you never know what kind of things you might find in the pocket of a pair of jeans of an 18-year-old.
It's a Venmo. It's all about a Venmo.
It is Venmo, Cash App. I mean,
Well, yes, I just reordered my checks too, just in case you're going to want to ask that question.
They had
next.
one ATM machine in Weatherford, Texas, and everybody was lined up to go to it to get their $20 on Fridays.
Well, back to the game, 2:14 to go, second quarter. Knocking on the door is East Central up 30-7. Mackey in the backfield. It's going to be second down and goal from about the 6. Mackey's looking to the right side. He wants to throw it, looking, throws it in the corner. Touchdown. Just behind Canyon Lake. Just couldn't have enough guys in the pattern. Back there trying to defend that was Cuero Gonzalez for Canyon Lake. Touchdown for the Hornets. They're busting it out.
And number 14, Delrion Smith-Klein, is just standing in the corner.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion over there as Eli Hammond took the short man, and number 84, I don't have his name that on the Canyon Lake squad, but he needed to drift back.
That's
and
Gonzalez.
cover that guy in the corner and just kind of lost where he needed to be.
Here's the extra point attempt, a kick by East Central, and it is good. That is your kicker, number 49, who does a lot of kickoffs. First extra point we've seen him put through the gold, and that's Bishimo. 2:07 to go, 37-7. Canyon Lake down by 30. Halftime entertainment coming up. Homecoming, Darren.
It is homecoming, so we'll have a little bit of that halftime celebration as you've got alumni in town. You're going to give out and honor the king and queen.
That's right. Full regalia.
Yeah, full regalia. We got moms galore out in the crowd. So
it's everybody was dressed like a Sharpie today. Was it Dayglow, that yellow greenish, or the pink today?
Yep.
Neon.
They asked me about me, and I said, "Well, I have my white hat." I said I was a whiteout pin.
Oh, okay.
See,
all right.
I
think the
only neon I own is a Rapala fishing lure from 1975.
Oh,
what the big O. My dad gave me the big O. I still have it. That may be the only neon thing I own.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Kicking the ball off will be Shimo back there. Back deep will be Williams, Van Alstel, and Gilliam. Junior out there. We'll see him again over the year. Here's the kick, high, and Harris will get that, old Harris Gilliam. He's a new entry to the Canyon Lake athletic scene, and we are very thankful.
Yes, and very thankful to have him back on the field. He was also one that was plagued earlier with injuries, and kind of the primary target for Crowder.
Yeah.
Has been exceptional. He and Williams. Rodriguez making an exceptional catch not too long ago. A one-hander. It was
Boy, howdy.
It was an ESPN replay booth.
It was. Well, it'll be first and 10 for Canyon Lake at their own 25, 2:09 to go in the second. Van Astal getting up the line of scrimmage with Stevens. Crowder feeling much better back into the saddle. Crowder's going to do a quick pitch out to the right side. It's going to be Abbott. Abbott's got some speed. He'll find the corner, and he'll get a nice gain out of that. Probably gain 6, maybe 7. Get that speed out to your athlete.
Abbott taking a page out of the East Central playbook just then. He does a little stop move and then accelerates to get the ball down, and positive yardage, +6.
Yep. 2:03 to go here. Canyon Lake would love to get something aboard. Gilliam Harris coming out the bottom of your screen, split out with Rodriguez. Second down and 4. Harris is going to throw this one. Tries to square his shoulder, has a man downfield. It's Gilliam Harris. What a catch! What a catch by
Harris
Gilliam. Holy Toledo. Please tell me we got a replay of that. Wow.
Oh, my God. That is fabulous. Harris just climbing the ladder to go get that a jump ball, and he does a remarkable job.
Huth providing protection, gets one to Williams. Williams, touchdown! Where was that one, baby?
Well,
touchdown, Williams.
A couple of things. Number one, Williams able to get behind the secondary. 2, Crowder on the rollout. I don't know if the coaches are listening, but they are able to give him a little more time. They roll him out to the positive side. He doesn't have to flip his hips. He throws a dart just then, and it lands right in the hands of Carter Williams.
He spun that bean right down the field into Williams' hand for the 6.
Strong safety, A.J. Martinez just kind of lost Williams. Williams got a separation behind him, and Crowder put it on point.
Van Osthoff for the extra point attempt here. You find the highlights where you can catch them, and that's one right there by Van Osthoff as well. 14-37 is your score, 1:44 to go. You're down a little bit here at homecoming, your last non-district game, LJ, and do you try to score again on a onside, or do you just say, hey?
No, of course you do. I mean, we just scored in, 3 plays?
Yeah, we did.
So I think we had Abbott to the right, 6-yard gain. We get a second and short. We're able to throw a dart down to Harris Gilliam, who makes a fantastic catch. And then we connect with Carter Williams. If you can score in 3 plays, then that gives you, number one, going into half, that tells you, hey, look, we can move the ball.
Yep.
We've just got to make a couple of adjustments in order to be able to do that. Secondly, you can score quick. 1:44 is a lot of time, and I believe we are holding on to all 3 of our timeouts.
Yes, we are.
So, why not? Roll the dice.
Roll the dice, LJ says. I'm with him on that one. They're capable of scoring anywhere, so it really doesn't matter. Back deep at the fast guys. Number one is Vivier.
Hey, that's another reason to try it. Everybody back there is,
Doesn't matter. You can kick it to the nose guard if you wanted to.
Right, 4.0 speed.
I think you should kick it to the cheerleaders if you're going to do something. I mean, they're
I
probably fast too.
I don't know. They're not showing a hands team, and we're not showing evidence of wanting to do that, but here it comes.
Here comes Strasner. Strasner's going to boot one into the corner. This will go out of bounds and draw the yellow hanky, and it'll be 5 yards unless they decline it and re-kick it. Well, we're 1:44 away from the halftime festivities. East Central will come on with their band. And we'll go to a commercial break just before they do, pay our bills, get some sponsorships up there. Then we'll watch that a little bit, and we'll come to the halftime homecoming event, and we'll turn the speakers up, get our cameras on, and watch all the Galia from the halftime. Connor Cummings she's very happy about homecoming, I can tell. Aren't you, Connor?
The excitement is just palpable.
Yes. I couldn't hear you. Could you say it again?
Yes.
She's very exciting. She's very dark.
With spirit next time.
She sounds exciting.
Excited.
No, she doesn't sound exciting at all.
M&M's.
First and 10 for East Central. Mackey looking downfield. Wants another one. He's got Anderson in his face. He's going to roll out. He's got a man again in the flats, all by him, lonesome. He's got some speed, gets down the sideline. He's just pushed out of bounds by number 15, Tristan Alexander. Got a paw on him.
I tell you what, Mackey does a really good job then of staying back in the pocket and letting his receivers run open.
Yep.
But what made that play was the block in the backfield. Exceptional job. We had penetration. That block in the backfield, I didn't get the number, but that was an incredible job of pass blocking.
Yes, it was. First down to 15 at the 44-yard line. Mackey pumps fakes, looks downfield. He's going to want a long one. He's got a man, the flag on the play, and broken up downfield. No good, but we've got a flag back at about the midfield there. This is going to go back to the Hornets.
Yep, that was an obvious hold, and that manifested itself early. Good coverage the safeties do a great job then of keeping the receiver in front of them.
Was that Vivier?
Actually, no. Number 11.
Oh, was it number 11? Okay, I couldn't see. I saw the 1.
Jaden Cardenas, who was a rocket downfield. No, I'm sorry. I misspoke. His number 81.
Ah, there's where the 1 came from.
81, and that's Joseph Kelly.
Well, it'll be first down and 20 back at the 47-yard line. East Central, Canyon Lake showing blitz. Pump fakes again, huge hole. Mackey's just going to run it, get what he can get. Does a hop, skip, and a joint, cuts over, leaves Abbott, but Anderson comes up from behind the linebacker, finally making the tackle, but Abbott gains about 16 yards. It'll be second down and about 4, maybe 5.
Linebacker blitz, then Anderson coming up from the outside, trying to get penetration. Again, the blocking back there, number 29, that's going to be Sealan Whitley.
Mackey pump fakes again, wants it back again. He wants to throw that ball, but there he is right in the middle again. Canyon Lake just unable to get those touchdown. I didn't even get my words out. Number 14 again, you know who that is? That is Smith Klein. He's been all over the place today. Canyon Lake
Smith Klein doing a good job just settling in the zone just then. I mean, he runs to a spot and just settles, and Mackey able to find him. Once he gets the ball, he's lethal.
Yeah, it is. Canyon Lake, a little dismayed in the backfield. A lot of speed out there to keep up with. And you made a comment. We see the extra point attempt here by Bishimo. There's the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 46 seconds to go, it is 44-14 for the Hornets. But you said something a while ago. Mackey gives his receivers time to find open spots. Are they initially open? Probably not. It's kind of hard to tell without going back and looking at it. We're not here to do a lot of that analytical work on the play-by-play, but he does do that, and they do get open.
Well, they do, and what they're well coached. I mean, Hubbard has done a good job of instructing them and getting them to run to an open portion of the field and settle in the zone. You're not going to play man-to-man. You know, cover 4 is not happening against this team. You're going to have to zone up against them, which means you got to be extremely disciplined. That also means that you got to have a lot of eyes on the field and seeing these people cross from a zone into another zone, and that's what's happening. When you give that guy time, they're crossing over zones and just settling in an empty spot. And then once they get the football, they take off.
And this young secondary just hasn't yet figured that out in terms of how to hand a receiver off between the zones. And those guys are just working themselves pretty wide open. And Mackey's making the throws, but they're not necessarily hard throws he's having to make. The guys are pretty open.
That they are. Well, kick it off again. It was Bishimo back deep into your same athletes. Van Alstall right in the middle. Have it off to the far top of the screen. Rodriguez down by the 30. Williams over by the 10. And in bottom should be Gilliam. And this is going to give Gilliam a shot. He's going to fair catch that ball at about the 8-yard line. So Canyon Lake will have it with 46 seconds to go in the half. First and 10 at the 35. Well, folks, don't forget we got lots to give away out there. So everybody get ready for the big giveaway program. We're going to try to take care of that after we do go to commercial break for this halftime, and then we're going to come back. But we will not miss the homecoming extravaganza.
No, we won't.
We're going to get the giveaways out of the way, and it's going to go fast and furious. You have to be very quick. There's a lot of professional people out there.
Yeah, professional doctors. I swear they have an app for that now. We have people that have definitely figured out the IT world and are the most rapid dialers I have ever seen in my life.
I'm telling you. Here comes Canyon Lake, first and 10. Running out to the right side. Backside is going to be, and I tell you what, there's a flag on the play, and that's going to be roughing the passer by Serta.
Yeah, Serta gets in there a little too long, and Crowder takes the punishment for it. That was a setup for a screen.
Yeah, they're going to roughen the passer, I think largely because of him coming down on him with his weight. You know, he hit him as he let go of the ball, but then he kind of bent him over and took him into the turf, and I think that's what drew the flag.
Well, that'll give us 41 seconds to go to be first and 10 at the 40. I'll tell you what, Crowder's going to be taking an ice bath tonight.
I was just about to say a credit to Crowder's toughness right now, and he's been folded up more times than a fifth-grade love note, and still in there.
Here goes Crowder. There he goes again. Ducks a little bit. And like the proverbial gopher that thought he got away, poked his head up and dang near had it taken off by number 35, Billy Garza. Canyon Lake will call a timeout.
Sacked by Billy Garza.
So, all you people that like to text to win, we're going to give that stuff away here in a little while. I'm glad to have everybody from East Central. The QAQC is me, Evan Stevens. She's over there next door in the other press box. She's commenting back to everybody on the YouTube channel. And she's our president for the Canyon Lake Broadcasting Club. Currently we have, I think, 18. And we have a young team other than Connor. She's the old maid of the group over here, and she's, senior. Most of them are freshmen, sophomore.
I'm not sure she is going to like to be considered old maid.
Oh, okay.
She might be the most senior person in the squad.
Oh, that is?
Okay. Doesn't make one an old maid.
Oh.
Okay.
Not at 17?
No.
Wait.
No, let's just rephrase that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've got to keep you in line, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's second down and 15.
Full-time job.
I'm telling you. Second down and 15 is – Connor gives us a heck of a product out there doing all these shots.
Martini, you keep talking nonsense. You're going to get a chatterbox violation from the FCC.
I am. I probably got that already.
I think we all do.
Right? Yeah. There, Crowder couldn't get his shoulder squares and took another shot trying to get Gilliam down the field. Stops the clock with 27 seconds to go, and they were open, and it's Crowder has a limited ability, just like any quarterback who's right-handed, running to your left and vice versa to get that squared up and put away. Not to mention you've got some guy who's about 6'6", 240 pounds, running a 4.6 after you.
Well, just time to breathe.
Backside trap to Williams in. They figured that one out real quick. It's sort of, and that'll get the clock down. Going to be fourth down for Canyon Lake. Loss on the play.
Serta has he's another thing that they're going to have to adjust for at halftime. The kid is just a remarkable football player and exceptional athlete.
Yeah, this front four are quite a crew that they East Central has on the field, and they're going to have to figure out something to try to get some movement on those guys.
Well, that's the end of the first half. Your score, Canyon Lake 14, the East Central 44. Up next will be the East Central Hornet Band. We're going to take a commercial break, pay some bills with a lot of our sponsors there, people that make it happen for us, and we're very grateful. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the halftime festivities and the giveaways.
Land isn't just made for working. It's made for experiencing, too. Whether you're a hunter, a fisherman, four-wheeler, or wildlife lover, there's a piece of Texas waiting for you. The rural lifestyle was the life you were meant to live. At Capital Farm Credit, we're here to help you finance that reality with flexible terms and interest rates. Who knew it could be that possible to own a piece of land in Texas? Visit CapitalFarmCredit.com to apply today.
Hello, this is Darren with Canyon Lake Broadcasting. If you want great Italian food, look no further than Italian Garden in the Hancock Center. They've been a mainstay in Canyon Lake for many years, and their longevity speaks to the quality of the food and service you'll receive at Canyon Lake's hometown restaurant. They're open 7 days a week, providing the very best in Italian fare. So come on in and enjoy a slice of Italian life at Italian Garden Restaurant.
Hey Hawk fans, have you been wanting a new deck, outdoor kitchen, or a new addition to your home? What about getting your new home build started or a fence built? Then give Mike a call with Hill Country Construction and Framing, and he can help make those dreams a reality. He also has plenty of references for your peace of mind. Call today at 210-347-3436. That's 210-347-3436. Go Hawks!
Hi there, Hawk fans. This is David and Melissa Salcedo coming to you from Meemaw's Tacos. It's our favorite time of the year again, and here at Meemaw's, we love supporting our Hawk athletics. Whether cheering them on the field or court, or feeding their muscles at the shop. We're open 7 days a week, serving breakfast and lunch. Whether you're looking for a simple taco like a bean and cheese, or a crazy fat taco with everything on it, we've got it.
We also serve lunch plates ranging from crispy tacos and enchiladas to flautas and nachos. Not to mention our ever so popular Frito Bandito and our big burrito, the Swamp Chicken. David and I would like to thank the Canyon Lake community for your continued support of our business, and we are proud to be celebrating our 3-year anniversary on September 4th. Thanks, Canyon Lake.
So come early, be loud, and stay late, Hawk fans. The Slot Team Mafia is hunting for dinner.
And be sure to listen for Martelli to give away Mima's Tacos gift cards throughout the broadcast.
Go Hawks!
Hey folks, looking for an auto repair shop? Try Triple Peak Auto Repair. Rodney Sells, veteran proud, here in Canyon Lake. Give them a call at 830-237-6236. That's 830-237-6236. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Triple Peak Auto Repair.
Hi, this is Terry from the UPS store located on 113 Stargrass inside the Good Life Pharmacy on FM 306. From packing and shipping to faxing and copying, we can do it all here at the UPS store. Amazon returns, we can take care of that. We also have a notary on staff throughout the day. Come see us here at the UPS store across from Rebecca Creek Elementary on FM 306.
Looking for a plumber here in Central Texas? And look no further than Cowboy Plumbing Services. Cowboy Plumbing Services, 830-214-4133. 830-214-4133. Cowboy Plumbing Services. Owner and operated Jared Criddle. He'll be the last plumber you'll ever need. License number M36742.
Hey, this is Corey from Canyon Lake Broadcasting. If you're looking for Jalisco-style Mexican food in Canyon Lake, stop by Cafe Guadalajara. Open Monday 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday 8 to 3. Call in your order to go and get some Arturo's Mexican Charro beans. Cafe Guadalajara in Canyon Lake. Authentic Jalisco-style Mexican food. And there we go, back Canyon Lake Broadcast, East Central Band out there in Flag Court. Well, we're going to have our giveaways tonight. If you're out there, listen up, everybody. Let's go over the rules real quick. Not a lot, but there are a few. So, Darren, help me out here a little bit. If you want to play the game, you text us. Not now. I'll tell you when. Just everybody calm down. We've got the glamping, the cell phone for Canyon Lake cell phone and computer repair, Who Transport 2 gift certificates. We've got the Mima's Tacos away, and a surprise gift. It's a consolation gift from Canyon Lake Broadcasting. So all you have to do to play is text us your name at 210 246 3345.
3345.
Again, that number is 210 246 3345.
3345.
Text only. Do not call. Contest is now underway.
Go.
Texting only.
And we got great gifts as we watch the East Central dance team out on the field and giving you a little bit of that action.
Yeah.
But gosh, we have so many good gifts.
Yep.
We've got the glamping gift. Oh, that looks great.
Oh, here they come. Here come the texters. Got to text to win. You can't call.
Yep.
It's
got to text.
Blowing up.
Got to text.
We're going to have this officially. We got the president here next to us. She's going to watch us as we pick winners here. So everybody's, LJ's here. We got the Comel ISD accounting office here in the back. So you can't call. See, there's somebody trying to call. Don't call.
You can't call.
Then you get put in the queue, and then you'll never get out of that thing. It's kind of like the Department of Motor Vehicles. If you mess up, you got to go pull another number, and then you're done. Here we go. On the mark, set, go. Ready? Oh, here we go. This guy here.
And we'll go to 1. And so we just dropped it in, right?
All right. All right, here we go again. Ready? Spin a wheel of fortune.
This is being properly observed and monitored by Ernst & Ernst, fabled accounting firm from Canyon Lake.
That's right. Here at the homecoming festivities. Oops, sorry about that. Ready? That was that. It's a.
Yeah, you know what to do. You just got to write it down, dude.
I've got them all backwards. Yeah. This is the gift. This is the next gift. That's the last one.
See, that's almost a violation of accounting principles if you write them down in the wrong order.
Who's that? Hey, can you see that name right there, my finger?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
What was it? Oh, my gosh. I don't know that person. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'll tell you what, you spin it. I'll write them down. Here goes the cell phone.
Is it okay if the accountant spins?
Yeah, you got it. Okay, here we go. I think I know that one. I know the family.
Oh, my gosh, how do you keep up with this? I mean, this is nuts.
Just boom, you throw it. Here comes the big one. The big one. All right. Hang on. Hold it still.
I got it.
Okay, got it. Okay, now here comes a surprise gift.
I think we had a Hornet win.
Seriously?
I think so.
Really?
Yep.
All right, what's this
And
one?
that was the East Central Hornets team.
We got it. Look here. Unbelievable.
Now, that is unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
Okay.
The prizes are over with. We're all done, folks. Y'all can
Holy cow.
quit texting.
You know, I'm shocked. Normally, the person that is the person that has normally got like speed dial I didn't see an appearance.
Excuse me. Tina Platt, this game is over, everybody. This game is done. We're done. Tina Platt texted one time yesterday at a 1,427 text. You went to Meemaw Tacos. Week before that, it was our soccer coach, San Miguel. His wife texted once and got a $50 gift card.
Good grief.
One text out of 849.
Now, that's impressive.
Yeah,
Now,
we're all done. We're all done.
Can't accept phone calls.
This is where I have to turn the phone off because it will go on for an hour. We thank y'all for playing, and now here comes the halftime festivities for the Canyon Lake homecoming events.
Yeah, we'll have we'll probably go to the PA announcer best we can. A little bit of wind in the air, and we might get a little bit of on the mic.
Sorry,
we'll turn that mic up so you can hear all that is going on. The Canyon Lake band and dance team will probably dance after the performance.
That's right.
We probably won't be able to bring that to you, but we more than likely will not dance during the homecoming festivities.
All right. Well, listen, folks, we'll announce the winners after the end of the third quarter. We'll show you the halftime festivities coming up, so y'all all bear with us. The contest is over, and we'll make that announcement, like I said, at the end of the third quarter. So everybody hang on. We'll be right back here after the halftime festivities. Y'all just hang on. Big night here tonight.
We're gonna pay the bills.
Yep.
We'll play one more round of bills here while they get set up and get our last round of sponsors in, and we'll be right back.
Have a heavy load? Call the professionals. Huth Transport can haul fifth wheels, travel and horse trailers, boats, ATVs, and so much more. Veteran owned and operated, Huth Transport is the reliable help you need. Call 210-373-1998. Again, that's 210-373-1998, or find us on Facebook. Let's go, Lake.
That Canyon Lake sunset doesn't get old. It's why most of our family and friends want to come visit all the time. The charm and beauty of the hill country, who could resist it? But like you, I don't have room for everybody at the house. The elegant solution is to let Bunkhouse be your guest bedroom. For less than the price of taking them out to dinner, your guest can have a safe and comfortable retreat after long days of exploring the hill country.
I want to thank our sponsor, North Shore United Methodist Church, for their continued support of Canyon Lake Broadcasting and the students of Canyon Lake High School. North Shore is the home of the fifth quarter, giving high school students of Canyon Lake a safe place to hang out, eat, and fellowship with friends after each varsity home game out on the pavilion. If you're personally looking for a church home, we invite you to check us out online or visit us in person each Sunday morning, where Pastor Sherry Clifton is bringing the message of hope and joy.
At Lucky Sports Bar and Grill, you won't fail to see the Big Texas personality. Come watch some of your favorite sports while enjoying our great food or an ice-cold beverage from our full-service bar. You can choose between indoor or outdoor patio-wasted seating. Lucky's is now open until 11 p.m. every Friday, varsity home games. Go Hawks! We're located at 18100 FM 306, and we're open daily, and you can find our hours at luckysportsbarandgrill.com or give us a call at 830-935-3115.
as the East Central Hornets come to town. It's homecoming as well here at Canyon Lake, and we're going to give you those festivities as they happen. We've got a lot of things that are going on right now down on the field, and we're waiting to see what's going to happen around that. I see on the far side of the field the ROTC regiment lining up over there. I think maybe to give the honor guard out on the field and the tunnel for the candidates, the court to walk through.
That's right. They generally walk underneath. I believe they do use their swords.
The sabers.
Yeah, the sabers. And I probably called that wrong. Swords are for pirates. Sabers are for military.
I have no idea.
I don't
this
know.
Is well out of my realm.
Yeah, it's way out of my league too. But they do march onto the field and set up the presentation tunnel. The reception will be on our near side by cheerleaders and welcoming parents and a host of camera people.
We're going to definitely bring up the PA as this happens. See if we can't give that to you so you can enjoy the moment and the festivities.
Big honor. I actually have somebody participating in this tonight, Darren. Seems like quite some time ago. And it's only been a short bit. I believe the winners last year were, well, I know one of them, Chase, but I believe Paige Bartow was the homecoming queen. And I do believe I see her on the far side as she'll be making a presentation, as will Chase, to the new homecoming king and queen.
We apologize. There's a pretty good breeze out there. If you look out at the old flag at the end zone, it's standing out.
Freshmen Lord and Lady Miller Beebe and Abigail Robinson. Lord Miller Beebe is the son of Jarrett and Abby Beebe. Miller is a member of our student council and plays football. He also plays French horn in our Mighty Hawks band. After high school, Miller hopes to be accepted into the Air Force Academy and will pursue a career in law or politics. Lady Abigail Robinson is the daughter of Jennifer and Mark Robinson. Abby is a member of our CLHS volleyball and basketball teams. She is also involved in HOSA and student council. Abby plans to go to college at Texas A&M University in College Station. Ladies and gentlemen, freshman Lord and Lady Miller Beebe and Abigail Robinson. Sophomore Count and Countess Graham Simpson and Aubrey Avey. Count Graham Simpson is the son of Brittany and Stephen Simpson. Graham is a member of Young Life, FCA, and Emerging Leaders. He also plays football and baseball here at CLHS. Graham hopes to play baseball in college. Countess Aubrey Avey is the daughter of Shannon and Eddie Avey. Aubrey is a member of Young Life, FCA, HOSA, and Emerging Leaders. Aubrey is also a multi-sport athlete here at CLHS as a member of our track, basketball, and softball teams. She is also a varsity cheerleader. Aubrey plans to go to college and pursue a degree in the medical field. Ladies and gentlemen, sophomore Count and Countess Graham Simpson and Aubrey Avey. Junior Duke and Duchess, Michael Anderson and Reese Coburn. Duke, Michael Anderson is the son of Shannon and Richard Anderson. Michael plays on our varsity football and baseball teams. He is also a member of a student council in Young Life. Michael plans to attend Louisiana State University and study business or engineering. Duchess Reese Coburn is the daughter of Robin and John Coburn. Reese is sadly injured, but starting point guard for our varsity basketball team. She is a student leader with Young Life, an officer with our student council, and also runs track. Reese plans to attend college and hopes to play college basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, Junior Duke and Duchess, Michael Anderson and Reese Coburn. Now for your senior Prince and Princesses. Prince Maddox Kennedy and Princess Sophia George. Prince Maddox Kennedy is the son of John and Jamie Kennedy. Maddox is a member of NHS and the Principals Advisory Council. He is our school mascot, is a star with the Emerald Players Varsity Theater, and he is a member of the Varsity Water Polo team. Maddox plans to attend college to earn a degree in computer science and plans on becoming a college mascot. Princess Sophia George is the daughter of Damon and Bessie George. Sophia is a member of the National Honor Society, PALS, and Young Life. She is also on varsity track and basketball. Sophia plans to continue playing basketball in college and major in business and marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Prince and Princess Maddox Kennedy and Sophia George. Prince Stephen Crowder and Princess Madison Snipes. Prince Stephen Crowder is the son of Scott and Nicole Crowder. Stephen is a member of our varsity football and baseball teams. He is also part of our FCA. Stephen is planning to get an airframe and power plant license and become an aviation mechanic. Princess Madison Snipes is the daughter of Vanessa and Will Snipes. Madison is the president of the CLHS HOSA, Future Health Professional Organization. She is the historian of the National Honor Society, a varsity soccer and tennis player, and a member of the Rotary Club. Madison plans to attend college to earn a nursing degree and pursue a rewarding career in healthcare. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Prince and Princess Stephen Crowder and Madison Snipes. Prince Tristan Roberts and Princess Eleanor Jones. Prince Tristan Roberts is the son of Heather and Brady Roberts. Tristan is the football team captain, National Honor Society president, and an officer with FCA. He is also a member of the varsity baseball team. Tristan plans to receive a degree in international affairs at Texas A&M. After college, he plans to pursue a career in the military on diplomacy track. Princess Eleanor Jones is the daughter of Jonathan and Natalie Jones. Throughout high school, Eleanor has been a member of the girls' powerlifting team, a member of HOSA, an officer for FCA, vice president of NHS, and is captain of our drumline. Eleanor plans to attend Texas A&M, where she will major in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Prince and Princess Tristan Roberts and Eleanor Jones. And now we would like to welcome back to the field last year's King and Queen, Mr. Chase Anderson and Miss Paige Bartow. Chase is a statistics and data science major at UT Austin, serving also as a bullpen catcher and statistics intern for the baseball team. Paige is currently attending Glenn College, where she is majoring in radiation therapy. Finally, the moment we have all been waiting for. At this time, Mr. Chase Anderson will help us as we crown the 2023 CLHS Homecoming King. Congratulations, Tristan Roberts. now, Miss Paige Bartow will help us as we crown the 2023 CLHS Homecoming Queen. Congratulations, Madison Snipes. One more round of applause for our 2023 Canyon Lake High School Homecoming Court.
And that's your Canyon Lake Hawk homecoming court. So that's an exciting event every year.
It is.
They're happy to be a part of being able to get to bring that to you.
Yeah, and it's I think Paige had to travel back from College Station tonight in order to be able to do that. Chase making a shorter drive from Austin, Texas, but had to finish up his duties up there at the school, which his dad insists that he finish that first. I happen to know the guy, and
yeah,
that was a conversation.
Well, as the lineage goes, I distinctly remember a story about your dad driving you back to the university, or his dad. What was it, you?
No,
it
was mine. Yeah,
back to the engineering department and said, no. You're going back to UT, buddy.
He really appreciated the fact that I returned as an engineer.
There you go. See, it's family tradition.
Well, we were happy to bring that to you. Obviously, in a halftime like this, it's we're trying to get everything that we can sort of in, and so that you could here at Canyon Lake be able to see that full ceremony. So we apologize to those that wish that they they could see everything in both squads and both schools, and we try to give you as much of that as we can.
Homecoming is such a difficult thing to pull off because there are so many things to go on, and everybody wants to have the opportunity to see their kids perform.
And we want to bring it, and we really do try to bring that as much as we absolutely can and still hit all the obligations that we have. But good night here at Canyon Lake High School. East Central Hornets up big here as we get at halftime. 44-14 as the teams begin to get warmed up down in the end zone as they're getting ready to come back onto the field.
Yeah,
well, I'm getting warmed up too.
Well, good for you, Corey.
Not a boy.
My iPhone here. Look, 1,000. Somebody's still texting.
Yeah, texting is over.
Unfortunately,
the contest is done.
We felt the sting of the Hornet in the first half.
Absolutely.
As they swarmed us pretty good with a 30-point deficit going into the second half. Corey, we have a lot of wood to chop.
Yeah, we do have a lot of wood to chop. Canyon Lake has been in the back seat before, but it's football. Anything can happen. These are young kids. You say this all the time. We forget that these students out here, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old, they're just young. So sometimes you have swings that can go back and forth, and obviously I'm just trying to keep the door open for Canyon Lake here, but it will be a tough mountain to climb, and you said a lot of wood to chop.
But there was a lot of things, a lot of positive things that we saw at the latter part of the second quarter that give promise. Canyon Lake moved the football extremely well. I mean, they did a really good job. Canyon Lake scored quickly in 3 plays.
Yeah, they did.
And, in several events, we have found a way to sew up the run game. So we basically forced a passing game into East Central's hands. If we could find a way to defend block number 44, who is just been a nemesis
Serta.
all night. Serta.
Serta has been tough. Mackey has just made quite the game of it on the offensive side of the board, being able to deal the ball all over the field. And I know the coaches defensively will have made some adjustments working to try to get that coverage a little tighter.
They will. Well, we're coming in the second half of play, down 14-44, and we welcome y'all back. Thank y'all for being with us tonight. A lot of people from East Central on the Vine, and they're playing these games too. Got a lot of winners. I don't know all the winners, but we'll tell you the winners at the end of the third quarter. Canyon Lake will kick off to East Central, and obviously the fast guys will be involved. Vivier will be one of them, as we always know that, along with Smith Klein as well back deep. But we'll thank y'all for being here. Thank Comal ISD. The principal here at Canyon Lake High School is Mark Oberholzer. And the superintendent is Dr. John E. Chapman III. They all put it together. Athletic directors, Mr. Martinez, and we're all here with their blessings. Only had about 1,150 texts tonight. A little off, but we have the winners necessary to pull off this thing. And a brand new consolation gift.
But I don't really know how that works.
I don't know how that works either.
When there's 1,100 participants.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Ernst & Ernst wasn't consulted
Oh,
on
they
this.
weren't, no.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm going to need to call our legal offices and make sure that this is going to, pass muster.
Okay.
And
Well,
the cookout.
Strassner with the kick. Coordinator, its first year on the job, as Wonderlick comes out, middle linebacker, starting to shift some personnel in and out. A lot of young sophomores out there on the field as I'm looking across.
And Brian Oppelt is in on that.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line for East Central. Mackey, clap, little draw play up the middle, still on his feet, 13, and overcomes the number 36, and that we haven't called his name, but that's J.R. Lindell. Had a big game against Veterans Memorial last week.
Now, that's a good job by Lindell. Lindell lining up in that deep safety position, so now he's playing the free safety spot. They're kind of single high, keeping Caden Rodriguez in a little lower position in that other safety spot, but moving Carter down into a linebacker position, and that's kind of answered the question.
Again. Hey, look who came in the backfield that time. It was a running back, number 33, in making the charge inside is Anderson.
Michael Anderson.
Loss of a yard.
You made the comment earlier, Corey. He does play bigger.
Huge. So it'll be third down in an odd 8 for East Central. They haven't seen this before, but I promise you they're not afraid of it. Not at all. Thank you for joining us here. Good night to have Thursday night football instead. Mackey looks long, has a man downfield, get to the flats again. Again in the flats, outside the linebacker's position is where they live and breathe. And that's going to be a touchdown. Number 1, Vivier And Vivier giving the business to Gillum as he goes across the goal line there.
There was a coverage breakdown because Vivier was wide open. He was just standing in the flat, kind of waiting for the ball. It looked like Mackey was going to go downfield, and he looks left. He sees Vivier, and then after that, Vivier just turns on the Jets.
Yeah,
touchdown.
Carter William had an opportunity to hem him in at the sidelines, and Vivier puts quite the move on him, gets past him, and then it was just Katie bar the door. He was off to the races.
Bishimo with the extra point attempt for the Hornets. The kick is up, and it is good. So not only can they put deuces on the board, they can put the single on as well through Bishimo. 51-14 is your score. 9:04 to go in the third. Got a lot of football to play.
I got to tell you, that was, yes, they scored. That was great adjustment by the Canyon Lake defense as they had them kind of hemmed up. And then all of a sudden, it's that single big play, as East Central has proven time and time again, that they can put on you. But, again, I thought the adjustments were good. It just we had one busted coverage, and, man, that just paid.
Well, it's a quick strike team, and you just can't afford to make one mistake because they will make you pay.
Yeah,
yes, they will.
That's the challenge. It's not just a little bit of speed. A lot of times when you look at a team, you're talking about 2 or 3 people. I was amazed when I started reading and researching about the East Central team is how many people have that kind of speed.
Yes, they do. East Central is a 6A school, Canyon Lake a 4A. I got asked that a while ago when I went out to use the restroom, and I said, no, they're 6A, and what are we doing playing a 6A? Well, you try to play better so you can get ready for district.
Well,
and that was the point last year.
That was the point last year.
Well, you can believe that East Central remembers that game last year.
Oh, you bet.
And wanted to come back and make amends.
Here's a kick by Bishimo. Harris Gillum. Fair catch that ball. Canyon Lake get it to 25-yard line. Well, King and Queen were named here this year, and justifiably so. Tristan Roberts, one of our defensive end, who was just tearing it up before he got injured, he walked away with the kingship, and we had the other lady who won it from I've dropped her name.
As have I, so I'm no help to you.
You're no help. Boy, we fumbled there. That's Canyon Lake Broadcasting at its finest right there, boy. I tell you.
That's a horrible effort, folks.
I'm fired. Anyway, we'll move forward. And in pure embarrassment as Abbott gets the ball still on his feet, pushing that pile. Abbott's not going to give up. And I'll tell you what, he just walked back about 5 guys for about 4 yards. Nice effort for the senior. They're going to mark him out at about the 2-yard gain, but that was Abbott. Just back to it into a gain instead of a loss. We're going to call this 2nd down and 7.
I had to go out and I had to find that answer.
Yeah.
It's Madison Snipes. It was the homecoming queen. So
look, people are texting me like, you moron.
Yeah, and Madison Snipes, exceptional athlete.
Look at Abbott dodging and weaving around and picking up some positive yards. Now they're saying he fumbled, but when did you blow the whistle?
See, this is
see,
I can't stand that.
I'm not being a homer, but the forward progress was stopped. We saw this a couple of weeks ago. Same thing.
I've been chiming on this all season long, and I was chiming on it last week.
Fumble goes to East Central, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
When you stand them up and forward progress has been reached, and now you're going backwards, to me it's a whistle blow. Now they have shown, and both teams have shown this. They'll push.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Inside play, number 29. We called his name a while ago, and that was Whitley. Whitley making a nice gain in the middle. Pick up about 6 yards, 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, Steelan Whitley. And Steelan Whitley played in a lot in that second quarter and has shown not only his running prowess, but his ability to block on a pass is exceptional.
Yes, he did a nice block against Anderson not too long ago, and you had made a comment about that. Mackey looking to the bubble screen again. Go to your bread and butter. It gets you every time, and this one's going to get an inside move and another touchdown for the Hornets. Flag on the play. Back at about the 10-yard line. I didn't see any scrum, but back judge comes running in on that one. He threw it, and this is going to be personal foul against the Hornets. That's a 15-yard variety. He spotted the foul.
Yeah, I didn't see the infraction, but it was kind of
There's
thrown
the call.
off the ball.
I'm looking for a backside block, one of those blocks or something that they will call in a second. If you don't have anything to do with the play and you come backside block somebody or chuck them from behind or blindside them, they'll call it every time. So I didn't see that.
No, I went back and looked at the replay, as did the audience at home. I didn't see what that was, what happened there.
So we got a 2nd and 5 now instead of 1st and goal.
Ron Dahlman, 26 in there, taking the place of Uresti. Mackey again is going to do up same bubble screen play over there. That's got to be the 5th or 6th time they've run it. This time Canyon Lake figured it out. Wunderlich on the tackle over there with Reinars. We just talked about that. Gave him a couple. It's going to make up, let's see where they put that. 3rd down and about 5. On the replay there. Thank you, Darren. 3rd down and a long 4, let's call that. Not truly a 5 of them. Mr. Jimmy Adams out there moving that chain back. He's going to get it right, I promise you.
Again, the pursuit of the Canyon Lake defense doing a great job and kind of shutting down this run. I really think this is going to be all pass from East Central most of the way out in order to do something.
Mackey up the middle. Huge hole. Number 33 on the run. They caught him in the backfield a while ago, but not this time.
And that is new running back. That is a large running back.
Cancino.
Christian Cancino. And East Central starting to mix it up a little bit and bring in a number of different players. We'll do our best in order to keep up.
We do. I'm trying to keep up with the homecoming. I was out. I didn't see the homecoming queen, guys, so I'm getting a little grief over here.
Okay.
I had to go to the, over there.
Got to see a man about a horse.
Yes. Had to see a man about a horse. Mackey looking outside. He's got a man wide open right there. It's going to zing one to him and almost picked off by Couture. I don't think he saw Couture at all because his man was standing there, Vivier, saying, my God, I am more open.
And Couture sewed that up. I mean, excellent coverage on his part, staying with his receiver and just able to step in front of the ball.
Vivier was open. He was clamoring around, banging his gong.
Wide receiver goes defensive back just then and breaks that up. Otherwise, that is advantage Canyon Lake.
But there is a call on this play.
Yep.
And
another flag.
I don't know what this could be.
This one's going to go against East Central. I'm trying to find. Here comes the referee. I missed the call unless there was a replay on that. It was going to be 5 yards.
Well, the flag came from the umpire back in the back.
There's Mackey. High snap. He handles it well. Slide off to the side again. Couture on the tackle and knocking him out of bounds, and that's Casino again.
I'm going to tell you what, the weight difference between Couture and the running back is exceptional. He shows no fear and just comes up strong out of that safety position, does a good job making that tackle.
Couture has these tennis shoes he wears in high school. They are those old black and white ones, with the no arch support in them.
The Chuck Taylors?
No, they're black tennis shoes. They're old basketball kind. They
Chuck Taylors.
Chuck Taylors. Converse.
No, they're okay. Maybe they are. I don't know. But anyway, it says he makes them run faster.
Are they cloth?
Probably does.
Right after Anderson on the tackle for Canyon Lake, and I'm not going to argue with it. Maybe there's something there. They've looked like they've been in the streets of San Francisco for about 5 years.
Okay. All right. Well, I had some. They weren't Chuck Taylors. Back when I was about
Converse.
6 years.
Converse ones.
Chuck Taylor Converse.
Yeah, that's Chuck Taylor.
They're terrible. But he says he makes them run faster.
But they're back. Make no mistake.
But
if
these
you
were
are in vogue, you are wearing Chuck Taylors.
I'm telling you, somebody dragged him by his arms with his feet in the dirt for 5 years in San Francisco.
Well, he got him worked in.
Now you got him worked in. Look at that moving down there. My goodness. What an athletic event that was down at the far side. There's a late flag, and this one's going to go against Canyon Lake.
Yep.
I saw somebody missile themselves into that white pile of jerseys, and this will go against Lake. It'll be 1st and goal. if my math is right in perception.
So it is zig and then zag and then zig and then zag and then zig and then forward.
Yeah. Good play. I couldn't get the person with the ball. There were so many people in
Personal
there.
foul on the defense.
And there you go. I'm not sure who that was that came in there, but it was very evident.
Looks like a little bit of late arrival, which is typical for the airlines, but not acceptable on the football field.
Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, Americans.
Anyway, first and goal for East Central, right at the 2-yard line. Mackey's going to take the ball. He's going to look around. He's going to get his favorite receiver, a little pitch and catch, and easily done. And that's a touchdown for the Hornets. So they continue to roll here with 4:43 still in the third. They go up 58-14.
There's just no tight coverage there at the goal line from the cornerback.
No man on man.
None at all. He's 10 yards off the receiver.
Yeah, it's a defensive conundrum, though. I mean, if you're a defensive coordinator, you're thinking, okay, my God, they're so fast. So if you go cover 4 and you put them in a man coverage, now you're having to run with them. You could play a press man. And,
the exponent is good. Well, 58-14, 4:43 to go here in the third, as East Central continues to put its dominance on the Hawks. Canyon Lake will get the ball back here momentarily. We thank y'all for joining us again. Glad to be here for the East Central people. Got those prizes, so y'all all hang on out there. And we'll be giving those away as well. I think Canyon Lake Broadcasting crew out there, the girls and boys in the club here at high school, they are in vogue. They are the only ones who do what they do in the district, and we're very proud of that fact. We got Evelyn Stevens, the president, writes articles for the Herald Zeitung newspaper in town. She had one in this week from last week's game. She'll be doing this week as well. And Clifton, Mr. Clifton, works sped. His wife is our pastor at church. He does a lot of photography down on the field. He takes a lot of pictures for the Herald Zeitung under the guise of Canyon Lake Broadcasting. So we got you covered either way you go. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and soon to be Twitter, or they call it X now, correct?
It is X.
It is X.
X.
Yes, correct.
I don't like that. I think of Racer X when I think of it. Just you know what I mean? It's like very confusing.
Yeah, and Speed Racer.
Yeah, Speed Racer.
Yeah,
it's not X. It's Twitter. I don't like it.
Well, but it's X.
I'm going to protest.
It's Elon Musk. Elon Musk has a thing about X.
I'm going to stand up against the man and call it Twitter. Nice kick, a little wobbler, fair catched. I think that was Abbott over there. And we'll have it at the 25-yard line first attempt. But, yeah, I found that out the other day. I'm not a big Twitter fan. I'm not a fan. I just don't do that. And I found out why they changed the name.
Yes, they did.
I just can't keep with technology,
but
Darren.
Even though
if you buy it, you can do it.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
right. If you got $44 million in your pocket, you can take it over
and call it Twitter again.
But the thing is
I'm going to float a check here.
Even if you're on X, you still have to tweet. So you're tweeting on X.
Yeah,
that's
true.
bad.
It's still a tweet.
Explain that one.
No, I don't know. I can't explain
because you're
any of
not
that.
sending X's.
No. You're sending Hopper. He's going to the quarterback. Inside trap. It's Cotrere. You don't see him very much back there, but Cotrere got a hold of the ball, pick up 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. Good run by Cotrere. See, he got those black shoes on. See there? Look at that. Those aren't them, though. They're white, but they look black. They're very dirty.
Yeah, I don't think he's got. I don't think he's got Chuck Taylor Converses on out there.
I'm sorry, that was the wrong person. That was Allman's feet.
And that
Allstalls.
I think it looks like Crowder's got the pads off. I think you're going to see Ryder Hopper the rest of the way out.
Ryder Hopper out there, big tall guy. Backside, right up the middle is
Abbott.
Abbott still going right at the defense and gets all the way across through the 47-yard line. 48, first down Canyon Lake. Kind of back to their old meat and potatoes of that third drive they had that made the second touchdown.
Gets just a chip block there at the point of attack.
First touchdown, yeah.
And Abbott, again, you talked about his quickness. He just hits that hole quickly and is able to get past that initial attack.
And I think that's Abbott's secret sauce.
Yeah,
the quickness to the line of scrimmage is,
Wyatt Bates had the same thing last year, 2 steps to 60 miles an hour. And then you top out a little bit. Here you go, big spot, right side. Canyon Lake left outside, and there you go. We talked about 25 a while ago. That's Caden Lewis. making his amends out there. You know, our lead running back, Garza, is out for the year, I believe. We talked about just a little bit. But people are filling in. It's called the next man up is what they've been saying on the team for the last 2 weeks. First and 10, Canyon Lake at the 34, 33-yard line of the Hornets. Got some new different players in for Eastside. Hopper hands it off to Cottrell. Cottrell gets behind Huth. Huth gives him a little break. Cottrell still on his feet. And Cottrell bounces his way all for 12-yard gain pickup. First down, Canyon Lake at the 23 2-yard line.
That's just tough running by Cottrell just then. I mean, he does a great job of yards after contact, and he makes 2 big hits, lowers his shoulder, and able to get extra yards out of that.
Stevens does a great job on the initial point of the block and just clears out the right side of that line. That time he got really good movement and leverage on the defensive tackle on the right side of that defensive line.
Well, we got an official timeout, injury on the field, so we'll take a timeout as well. 2:59 to go here in the third. 58-14 your score. Thank y'all for joining us tonight out there. Got a shout out to my daughter, Sloan. She's watching. She was in the Herald Zeitung paper this morning.
Nice.
I went to get the paper and look for some sports, and she was on the front page doing a Zumba class.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Sloan Martelli, she's out there watching at home.
Celebrities in the family.
She is. She's a very celebrity. She's a secret celebrity because I didn't know it. I'll bet your mom didn't know it either.
Likely not. Likely not.
No.
We got a couple other sponsors out there that we want to make sure we talk about. Let's Get Pickled.
Yep, Let's Get Pickled.
Let's Get Pickled is a new sponsor of ours, and we want to make sure it's that season of mom and everything else.
Yep. It's going to be a jet sweep right side. This is going to be Cottrell. Cottrell's getting a heck of a block in front of him, and airborne he goes out of bounds. What a block by the running back. I think that was Abbott. Step out of bounds close to the first down, maybe 2 or 3 yards short.
Again, tough running by Cottrell, and that time he adds a little finesse. He leaps over one tackler and able to get additional yardage.
You are correct. That was Abbott with the lead block out there and did a really nice job.
Yeah, but Let's Get Pickled. They have everything, all your Canyon Lake gear. Just look them up on Facebook or online. Let's Get Pickled. And they have the Canyon Lake Broadcasting Club shirts that Connor's wearing here. They got everything you'd want. You got seats, hats, shirts, embroidery, anything you want with your Canyon Lake logo on it. It's Let's Get Pickled. Look them up right now.
Indeed.
Put them on your fave.
There looks like we had a penalty on that play.
We did. That went to Canyon Lake. I believe that was a holding call, so it'll be first down and 16. Spot foul. Backside to Rodriguez. And he's submarined down low by number 27 on the tackle there. That's Jaden Ramos. Good play by Jaden Ramos. He's not a big guy. We haven't called him but once or twice, but he's been in the scrum, I can tell you that.
Well, and what we're seeing now, but for Serta, we're seeing basically an entirely new set of players from East Central.
Here comes Wonderlick, split out to the left side. Linebacker turn receiver gets on the line of scrimmage. Backside trap. And everybody but number 55 decided to go off with Serba, and that's Evan Summers.
Yeah, and that time I think we got away with one. And Wonderlick was adjusting to get to the line of scrimmage and kind of moved prior to the snap forward to the line of scrimmage, and I think we got away with one.
Yeah. You know, if you look at that replay a while ago, number 25, Caden Lewis, he's not run the ball a lot, a junior, but he'll make the mistake that some of them do. People want to cut back on those types of plays. Cutting back will just get you into backside traffic, keeping the ball in running position forward. Just something you got to learn as Cottrell takes the ball, looking for an opening, stutter steps, and tries to get forward, and there's that speed, LJ. They have so many players that have it.
Well, that time – Cottrell trying to feel his way into a block and then accelerate upfield. The problem is backside pursuit is going to make a difference as East Central's just got so much closing speed from the backside.
You're absolutely right, LJ. I mean, it's like one of those things you're going to be better off hitting that with pace and speed as opposed to trying to pick your way through it. They're going to collapse on you very quickly.
So it'll be 4th down and 12. Might as well go for it here. Hopper, the quarterback, number 8, rolls out. a little bit taller, can see over the crowd, has a man open, takes him at the 20, and he's going to be short by about 2 yards. And that was Caden Lewis on the reception. So the ball will go over downs to east side. They show
about a yard short.
Yeah, about a yard short. It was really close.
Yeah, it was closer. Closer than you thought.
A for effort on the offensive line, and Caden Lewis as well as Hopper. Hopper getting a reception in there on his record. He's a junior. He'll be back next year, so look for him as well. Canyon Lake in a rebuilding year. You know, I counted a while ago 7 people that Canyon Lake has that could be starting right now out on the bench.
Yeah, they certainly have had their fair share of injuries. I'm sure they're holding some kids out, just getting ready to get into district play.
Absolutely, they are.
And so, you know, it happens.
Oh, high snap over the head of number 2, the new quarterback, and he's going to run it. He's going to run it out of the end zone. That'll be a safety for Canyon Lake. The new quarterback coming in is number 2, and that's Aiden Willis.
Well, new quarterback and new center, and that's a transitional.
Unfortunate
mistake that happens. You see that often whenever you start making substitutions. Those guys, one of the most critical things that you got to do is make the snap and make the catch.
Yes, it is. First thing that you do. Well, it is 14 seconds away from countdown. The winners, or the prize winners of the big giveaway, worth, I estimated it at, it's not an estimation, a little over $750. That's what I have.
Of gifts and prizes?
Yes.
Very nice.
Well, what pushed it over a little further was the conciliatory prize.
Oh.
That's worth tens and dozens of nickels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still don't understand how this is going to work.
Well, you know, we have winners, but we're going to say on the air, you didn't win the big prize, you did win the last prize. Okay, and that last prize that you won, right, because they're all numbered. So as we start filling in the prizes, you know, start off here and here and here and here and here and
so
here.
there's one more person that was going to be a prize winner.
Right.
Is that what you're saying? Is that the way this works?
Yeah, the very last person to win the very last prize is a consolation prize.
Okay.
They're not part of the real big contest. It's just the last person we pick. Say, look, we're nice enough to give
one more thing.
But since it's not big, it's a consolation.
Yeah, okay.
And it's not a chia pet this time, LJ.
I love
a ShamWow. It's not a slap chop.
Look, man,
it's not a encyclopedia.
I'm telling you what, for those 2 o'clock people that stay up, you're in hog heaven last spring in baseball as we're giving away the best 3 a.m. commercial giveaways I have ever seen. Ever.
We had the chia pet, slap chop, ShamWow, and the artist, the
Bob Ross toaster.
Bob Ross chia pet.
I own.
I think we gave a toaster away to.
We did give it Bob Ross toaster.
To Bob Ross toaster.
Because when you toasted it, it had Bob Ross' picture on the toast.
His face, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Who
doesn't want that?
Happy toast.
Yeah, happy toast. And Abbott takes the ball, goes out of his hands, and he'll dive on it at about the 48-yard line.
That's a good recovery by Abbott, as that one just kind of slipped through the breadbasket. He was able to hop back on the ball.
It had a crazy spin on it.
Oh,
that made it very difficult.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, just a very difficult ball to handle with the way it was spinning, and Abbott quickly got back on it. That's good to see.
Well, we have people texting us still about wanting things, but
wanting that consolation prize. It's been so vague. I mean, they're like,
look, I don't know who the superlatives every night, and in the Hawk Country Reporter.
That's true.
And I'm waiting all week for the information.
It only comes out when it comes out.
That's right. 1st and 10, Canyon Lake. Stevens up to the line of scrimmage. Gillum 0 in your screen. Here comes a rollout downstream. And, wow, there's the arm of Hopper.
Hopper got it out there. Had to get it out quick, probably a step quicker than he wanted to.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite put the air underneath it because Gillum had gotten behind the defense.
Yeah.
And it was
he
open.
had to get rid of it, though. I mean, he literally, it's like release, boom.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, that's the first time we got to look at Hopper in a non-practice, and if you want to know how far he can throw the ball, that one was on the rope, and it was plenty good.
We may have seen Hopper a little bit in the 4th quarter of the Fred game, but primarily at that point we were
handing the ball off.
So
grinding the clock.
First time we've actually seen him in the pocket.
Second down and 10. Backside trap to Contreras. Got a nice hold. And nice tackle on the low side. Number 27. We just talked about him. You didn't see him a lot, but he's in there all the time. Jaden Ramos.
And that's going to take us.
That's the end of the third quarter. We thank y'all for joining us here tonight. Got the big giveaway, so if you're out there, listen up. If you win, this is what we need for you. You need to text me back with your name and your address if you win. So if everybody's out there crossing their fingers. So if you do win, you're winner of these fabulous prizes. You'll have to text me back with your name and address because the sponsors send you your prize. Other than the Meemaw's Tacos. If you win Meemaw's Tacos, all you have to do is show up, and they'll have your name at Meemaw's Tacos. You get an $8 gift certificate to choose what you want. Darren likes the Carnegie Gasada. I kind of like the tacos with the swamp chicken. But the game has been over, so if you're texting now, right,
It's
been
too
over.
late.
Somebody
Way too
keeps
late.
texting.
It's way late.
Meemaw's Tacos winners are Frank Williams and Mackenzie Appelt. The Canyon Lake phone repair, 10%, I think it's 10% up. Lisa Hewen.
And that phone repair, Canyon Lake phone repair, located in
Sattler, Texas.
Sattler.
Lisa Hewen.
Yeah, shoot. And the winner of the giveaway for the food, $50 gift certificate. It's third down. We'll get this play in here real quick. Number 28 on the carry for Canyon Lake. That's Cash Zimba. He's got a younger brother who plays on the freshman team.
Yeah,
winner of the $50 gift certificate for the food giveaway is Rodney Sales. The other winner of the other $50 gift certificate is going to be Caitlin Stade.
All right.
So, if you won, give me a phone call or give me a text with your name as Canyon Lake comes up fourth down and 4. The rest of the prizes are like this. The winner of the big giveaway, the TP Stay, will be done right after this play. Canyon Lake's die play up the middle and pushing the full pile forward. He'll be close to the first down. Number 80 on the tackle is Sanchez.
And they're going to give it to him. He
made it across.
He made it across. No gift.
Was that Van Alstal? I didn't see the runner.
I think it was
first down Canyon Lake.
I think it's Zimba.
Zimba, Cash Zimba. First down for the sophomore. They'll be at the 38-yard line. So the big winner for the TP two-night glamping in the TP, Darren, you got a picture of that real quick?
Yeah, I can pull that
blow that up there
just
real quick.
Fast. Just
real fast.
This is right there. That's
very romantic at night.
Look
at that.
Oh, that is.
Goes to, I don't know this person. You ready?
Yep.
Abby Hernandez.
Congratulations, Abby Hernandez.
Don't know her.
Well, you don't know everybody, Corey.
I don't.
And it's
that's good.
Very good that we were able to do.
So,
give that away.
I believe Abby Hernandez was East Central.
Is it really?
I believe so.
Oh my gosh!
I saw a little Hornet. I saw a Hornet beside the name whenever I was. And that can be verifiable by Ernst and Ernst, as I am one of the Ernstes.
Yeah, the Ernstes. Canyon Lake makes a nice gain on first down, 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4.
It's exactly what you want to see. Is Caden Lewis able to squirt off tackle and get over there to 6-yard gain?
So you got a lot of sophomores running the ball, handling things out there for Canyon Lake right now. If you're looking on the screen, there's the EC band, East Central, getting it done on the far side. Dive play up the middle. It's going to be Contreras, 21. Contreras in and out of traffic. And, boy, if you don't think he can run the ball, there you go.
Contreras showing some moves just then. As he sidesteps and able to get deeper into the secondary, forcing that safety to make a big stop right then. Otherwise, it's pay dirt.
A lot of changes on the defense for East Central. They're getting a lot of their other players in there. Here up 58-16, 9:45 to go in the game. Why not? Get them a little experience as well. Again, Contreras right up the middle, a little dive play, 34 power maybe. Contreras still pushing the pie forward. See, you got to blow that whistle. They still haven't blown it. We had talked about that even last year, LJ.
I don't know what the rule is, and then there's some things that I'm constantly learning, constantly having to research. I mean, if forward progress is stopped and he's going in reverse, at what point does the referee, umpire, or line judge, what point are they supposed to blow the whistle?
Forward progress is stopped, I believe. Second down and 4. It's going to be inside trap, and it's going to be tripped on his own feet. And I'll tell you Boy, Contreras doesn't do that very much.
No, and he's visibly upset about that because he had a seam. He thought maybe he could get through.
Yeah, bring the first and goal from the 8-yard line. In comes Opelt, out goes Wunderlich. And we'll give you the consolation prize winner in just a minute, so everybody hold on. We're going to go over the winners again.
Little blast from the past.
Yeah, exactly. Little blast from the past, so everybody hold their horses. 25 and left side, cuts back inside and meets number 17. Don't hesitate in the hold. You're going to meet Sigmund, number 17. That's just one of those learning curves that the younger guys learn.
Fantastic open field tackle by that time by Sigmund. Is Couturier just wasn't able to juke him at all.
No. Well, the winner of the consolation prize, right, goes to Luke Moses.
Luke Moses.
Yes, the quarterback at Nixon Smiley.
Ah, there you go.
The Moseses came
All
in
right.
and just out of nowhere.
Swooped in.
Our
Now
former
there's-
offensive coordinator, Coach Moses, and his – it's a fumble on the play, and it's recovered by Canyon Lake. And they'll lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 9 now. Yeah. So a blast from the pass, as LJ said.
Yeah, it is.
And what was the winning? What was the consolation
Here's
prize?
the consolation
Okay,
prize.
That's what I want.
You
That's
ready?
what I thought I missed.
Ready? Everybody's like, well, what's the prize? You ready, LJ?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I was born ready.
His and her oven mitts.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Matching?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yes.
that's so nice.
Yes.
That's maybe more than a consolation.
Yeah, that's huge. Everybody needs oven mitts.
Well, I'm sure
You
Luke.
know,
I'm sure Luke is excited for that.
Senior quarterback at Nixon Smiley. You never know when you need an oven mitt.
Another good tackle there.
I'm
on
afraid
the
Kim
play.
Moses is going to need that one.
Number 30 on the tackle, and that is William Holton.
Well, you know, Canyon Lake down there at 4th and goal. They're going to come in and see what they can do. Maybe take a shot at a field goal, switching out their entire offense. Van Alstal's out there with the kicking tee. So they're going to give you an opportunity to put 3 up on the board here for Canyon Lake at 6:39 to go in the game. This will be a 20, where are they putting the ball?
25-yarder.
25-yarder. Van Alstal, the senior, kick and hold the snap. And not big.
Block.
Just bad snap. It couldn't get it down on there, and everything's going wrong for Canyon Lake.
Point of record, Steven Crowder is typically your holder on these extra points. Harris Gilliam comes in as a replacement, and I would almost bet you that is not a thing that he does very often.
Well, they're saying he ran it back for a touchdown and picked it up and ran, but the referee said the ball was dead. I don't know why it was or was not, but needless to say, number 9 took it to the house. That was Ramos. Well, folks, 6:19 to go. 16-58 is your score. Luke Moses, you'll be receiving a pair of oven mitts. Don't use them all at once. Keep them for a keepsake.
We do need that address, Luke.
We do need the address, Luke.
So we can get those to
Down
you.
there to Nixon Smiley. Your dad's a head coach down there for the football team. Kim Moses teaches a little math, and Coach Troy Moses, the head coach down there, running the slot T at Nixon Smiley. He's the guy who brought the slot T here at Canyon Lake many moons ago. As the defense stands up in the saddle a little bit. Canyon Lake in the tackle out there. That is Reinhardt.
I love to see Reinhardt in the backfield. He's done a great job all season of being able to get back there and wreak havoc.
Well, here is the glamping, LJ. We're going to get this play in here. New quarterback, the number 2. We saw him a while ago, Willis. Shotgun Willis gives inside feed. Right up the middle is your running back, and I think that's number 29. Didn't see him a lot, but that was Whitley.
Yeah, and Whitley has been back there now for a steady dose of 2.5 quarters and done a really good job. You know, both as a blocker and as a runner. They're going to replace him. So this is going to be an interchange a lot with Christian Cancino, who also has proven that he can run the ball tough.
Well, the winner for the glamping contest, we'll get to that in just a second after this play. Got a message from that lady. Willis, shotgun formation, 3rd down and 3. He's going to try to get it outside. Here comes the cavalry. Canyon Lake trying to shut the door, and they do. Going to be short. By me get to the line of scrimmage, laying the wood down there is number 36, and that's J.R. Lindell.
Yeah, number 3, Canyon Lake. That's Max Granger is able to come up and initiate the stop.
But you're right, LJ. The winner was from East Central. And she is glad that she had won that. She gave me a text over here. And that's Abby Hernandez from East Central. She won. That's $200 a night. It's cost to stay in those things. So she racked it up tonight.
I'm telling you what,
congratulations,
man,
Miss Hernandez.
You know, I know.
It's air conditioning. It's heated. It's cool.
Andrea, we're sorry. I know she's upset.
It's going to look like this. You're going to be sitting out there just like that.
Look, see, that's Brad Rose right there with his wife, Debbie. And that was, I think somebody photoshopped his hair in. I don't remember Brad.
I can't speak to that.
Let me see that.
I can't speak to that.
I got to see that again.
I was going to
look,
say.
look at him. Look at him. Hey.
Darren?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. But,
yeah.
But I mean, it's, look at this. It's just.
There's a reason that some of us wear caps.
That's true.
Well.
I'm not in a position to say a thing about that.
All right, well.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Miss Hernandez, look, this is fully air conditioned.
Oh, it's
right?
got a refrigerator,
this is
TV.
Look at this. Look at that couch.
I can tell you who else is disappointed is Ruth Escamilla.
Yes.
She is dying to get.
English teacher, head of the English department, wife of their head coach baseball. And,
Victor Escamilla.
Yeah. But they did get their gift card, and they're going on a big vacation, I learned.
I've often thought that I'm glad that Victor did not end up coaching in Victoria. Could you imagine how many times they call him Victoria Escamilla if he does that?
Yeah,
I mean, Victoria Escamilla, that would be terrible. I'm glad to have him at Canyon Lake. He's done a really good job.
Oh, you bet he has.
Hats off, and God bless him for all that he's done.
Vivier putting one up to boot, something we hadn't seen all night from Eastside. Nice kick. Get a backspin up and takes the Canyon Lake bounce for just a little while. And they'll have in great field position, 47-yard line, 1st and 10, 4:06 to go.
Hats off to Dylan Wunderlich. He was close just then of being able to get in and take that away.
Yep. Well, we thank y'all for playing. If you won, let's go over that real quick. Maybe somebody had got up and gone to the kitchen. Frank Williams and Mackenzie Opelt, Meemaw's Tacos. Abby Hernandez at the Glamping Teepee. We already said that. Lisa Hewen, Canyon Lake Phone and Computer Repair. Did my phone twice this summer, thank God. Rodney Sales won the Huth $50 transport gift certificate to go eat somewhere, along with Caitlin Stade. And Luke Moses down in Nixon Smiley won the ever popular and ever new consolation prize of the oven mitts.
The oven mitts, they're nice. They're nice. I'm sure they're nice.
Oh, yeah. I saw them. I burnt my hand the other day.
You did?
Yeah.
Were you cooking?
Is this why you came up with the oven mitt idea?
Yes. And I said, where's the oven mitts? And she's like, well, we had to wash them.
Are they special oven mitts? I mean, is there something fantastic?
They're the ones that I went down to the Dollar General because I was pissed. My hand hurt. I just bought all of them. So I said,
an angry purchase.
Well, it wasn't angry. It was.
And now an angry giveaway.
It's a consolation prize. All right, at the Middle Canyon Lake, as we roll into the 3-minute mark, down by a lot.
And in another tough run by Canyon Lake, I mean, they're doing what they can to move up front and continue to make yardage. Again, I'd say this over and over, and there has not been, any quit in Canyon Lake. Not one time, not one game. So the spirit of Canyon Lake is still moving forward, and this is what you got to have moving into district play. Is there, not having your dauber down whenever you've got a score like this is extremely tough. This is going to be a coaching effort this week for sure as they move into district play.
Canyon Lake will be on a bye week next year. A lot of people going out of town. This is our last game here, and then coming in next week, we will not be playing anybody. A lot of people go on vacation, liquor in the winds. I hope Canyon Lake will have a lot of those 7 people down there healed up by then as we travel to Marble Falls. And don't have the scores for anybody tonight because it's Thursday night. Friday night's not the deal for us.
There are no scores.
There are no scores. There may be a few somewhere out there, but none that matter to us as Canyon Lake rolls into a 4th down position. But it'll be Marble Falls. Then we roll into Davenport. It's gonna be a heck of a schedule.
I want to shout out one more of our sponsors out there that we don't have in a regular rotation. That's 1044 Photography. That's your resource officer. It's Michelle Valenzuela. And she will we'll get that back up there in just a second.
Yeah. Cotrera on the jet sweep. Cash Zimba making some way, number 28 out there, getting a block in. And Yeah, our SR officer has a wife, Miss Valenzuela. It's 1044 photography. You got any occasion, she'll take care of it. Professional, big
wedding, quinceanera, your
senior picture, getting married,
getting engaged. Oh,
getting engaged.
She can do it all.
All-purpose photography.
All-purpose. First down Canyon Lake. You never get a picture of your divorce though. It's always a wedding or engagement. You notice that? Oh, nice catch by Harris. Harris Gillum. That'll be 1st and 10. Hopper, what an arm!
And I like that. I like that pass pattern right there. They flood that zone. They've got a high-low middle, and it's a point of just picking out the receiver that's open. You create that space with the underneath route, a little flat route, and then something over the top. Harris Gilliam able to get out there in the flat himself, just a deeper flat.
Yep, I like Hopper, man. He's got some spin on that ball. 25 to carry on the left side will be Lewis again. Lewis earning his keep, getting a little yards in there for himself. Learning the varsity game. Nice gain. Gain of 5, second down to 5. Thank you, Darren, for that 1044 photography.
Yeah, absolutely. Want to make sure we get all of our sponsors in.
Right side, and taking a shot, number 21, giving it. That'll be Morris.
I'm telling you what, East Central has depth as they look at, who they're probably going to need to depend on later in a late run in district, and that's the ball game.
That is the end of the game. Canyon Lake will go down 16-58, and we're just glad to be here to carry you all the games. This means we'll be moving into district, not this weekend coming, not the next weekend, but the previous one.
The next one.
Yeah.
Afterward.
Afterwards. But stay tuned to Facebook, Canyon Lake Broadcasting, or Instagram as well. So the 6A team comes in and takes care of the 4A team in fine fashion, 58-60. We thank all the people from Eastside listening to us. I do want to give a shout out to the people of Eastside real quick, if you're still on the vine. Eastside hospitality crew that we went to last year, hats off to you guys. One of the nicest people I've ever met, and we travel all over the place covering games. And I just want to say how well of a job we're treated there. There's some places I go I do not want to go, but we go.
They were exceptional hosts. Last year we went into their place at homecoming, and they treated us exceptionally well. We wanted to return the favor. We thank you. We do again apologize. We try to get everything that we can in at halftime and for the entirety of the game, giveaways, etc. But sometimes our responsibilities cause us to, interfere with some things. And so certainly not out of malice or spite.
Yep. Well, coming away from this, you guys real quick, we're going to close this out. You got a player out there you want to give a shout out to, LJ?
I think I really liked Contreras tonight.
Yeah,
I thought that, Contreras, I like the entire spirit of the Canyon Lake Hawks. I mean, they did not quit regardless of the score, regardless of the scoreboard. But, in terms of running tough, playing with purpose, dual threat, Contreras playing exceptional on defense, and then coming in on the offensive side of the ball and running tough. Trevin Contreras tonight would get my helmet sticker.
What about helmet sticker for you, Darren?
Well, I just got, same person I called last week. I think Stephen Crowder took a beating tonight, and I just want to say, hats off to him. I mean, it was a tough game, and I just hope he is able to, kind of mend up a little bit. I'm sure he's carrying a couple bruises and just a lot of heart to stand in there and take some of those shots and keep the offensive movement.
Boy, he'll be taking a nice bat for a week on that one. Well, that's good. I'll have to give my helmet sticker tonight to Harris Gillum. Heck of an athlete, made heck of a catches, stayed in there on both sides and did well. And he's just an all-good athlete, and hats off to him. That's my helmet sticker to him. Well, keep in touch. We'll be back in 2 weeks to win the Marble Falls to start district play. It's not over yet. District is all that counts. Well, this is Canyon Lake Broadcasting for Canyon Lake Broadcasting Crew. Darren the Sturgeon, my compadre L.J. Anderson. We thank you all. Good night. God bless. Take care. Look out! He's got it! The volley! Touchdown, Canyon Lake! Holy cow!
Winners, fakes, pumps, up, and good.
gets in on the belly, Pete Rose style. Dad, have you been any prouder?
Shot off. There's Pena on a one-timer.
Oh! Back to Bowers to Valtera. He'll launch a three at the buzzer. He got it! Oh, my God! Keep on going. That one is belted deep to left and way gone.
Here comes Coburn for three. Nothing but net.
There goes Bates. Touchdown! Touchdown!